What's up, everybody? How we doing?
Doing pretty good. Good.
Welcome to the happy hour, the NBA happy hour. How's the new intro? Anyone checking out? Did you like it? I like it.
New intro's fire.
Yeah. Well, Tim and Sean, we're actually together. We haven't done a podcast in the same room since before COVID. And Parker's here, not with us, but that's okay. So it's NBA draft watch along. We're going to do the first round tonight because it's 2 nights now.
2 nights.
Yeah.
Too many nights.
Yeah, it is. But I'm excited. I think I've talked myself into, even though I know this draft is not talented, I am I still love draft night because it is a mess.
What if it is talented? Like, what if it ends up being like this shocking talent?
Then that's great.
You know, and everybody was wrong.
Yeah,
Has that ever happened? No, it's never happened.
I think people were pretty down on the 2020 draft.
Okay.
Which was silly to me because Anthony Edwards, you could tell in college, was really, really good. And people didn't think LaMelo Ball was going to be because he played in Australia. And I thought that was really funny.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. So if you are in the chat and you want to throw some stuff our way, let us know. We're excited to be here and talking stuff. So I guess the big thing before we get started here, we just got the news that the Wizards and the Blazers made a deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Malcolm Brogdon in the 14th pick for
Denny Avdia.
Yeah. What are we doing?
I mean, it just sounds like they're gonna flip Malcolm Brogdon.
Right.
Like there's no way that they want to keep Malcolm Brogdon on that roster.
No, I mean it makes no sense. But where does he go? I mean,
San Antonio.
You think he goes to San Antonio?
I never bet on that stuff,
Are you just saying that because they need a point guard?
Yeah, and he would be awesome for that team.
You don't think that they'll just draft a point guard?
They could, but in this draft, it's not like they're going to get
this year. What's their pick?
4 and 8.
4 and 8. Okay.
You could,
if Reed Shepherd was able to fall to them, would they take him?
He's not better than Malcolm Brogdon.
No, I know, but I'm just asking.
I would think that.
Yeah, he's not better than Malcolm Brogdon.
He's not going past 4. Absolutely
he's
not.
Not going past 4. Okay.
But I said earlier, if I was them, I would take Reed at 4 and Stephon Castle at 8, and just kind of see what happens.
I agree. I think Reed's like the perfect fit next to Wembanyama.
I did too. So it sounds like basically Malcolm Brogdon's going to get flipped because Washington definitely does not want to have these win now players right now. And then on the other end, you have the situation with Denny Avdia going to Portland, which Parker can attest this. Denny Avdia was pretty good last year.
He was really good. Him and Kuzma were the only bright spots on that team.
Yeah, they were hard to watch. I watched them when they played teams I liked, and that was the only way I watched them.
Yeah, I can't watch the Wizards at all, man. I mean, any team that's going to make Kyle Kuzma, just fill the stat sheet every night, it's just probably not a great team. And I'm a Kyle Kuzma defender. I always will be. But...
We got Adam Silver on here opening draft.
As a new class of players enters the league tonight, I'm reminded.
Is he getting booed? He's never booed. It's New York.
It's New York. Yeah. Stern's not there anymore, so they got to do someone.
In the 1960 NBA draft, and Bill Walton, who was selected number 1 in 1974.
Was Bill Walton? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Was he the last white American to go number 1 overall?
NBA Finals and won 9 championships.
I feel like there was one more.
Jason Kidd didn't go number 1 overall.
He's not white.
He's not white.
Really? I mean,
we're gonna have
dad's black
right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you're counting that though, then Blake Griffin would be white. If you're
touche. Okay, you're right. Yeah, you're right. We probably should not further that conversation so we don't get canceled.
The same dream that bonds this year's draft picks. Like Jerry West and Bill Walton, all the players selected tonight have their own unique story.
I have to look this up now. I can't. I have to find out if we're right on that one. You're probably right, Tim.
All right, fun starting 5 that we can do in between picks. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. So whatever pick you get, so say Parker gets the first pick. Your idea is You can only pick a guy who has actually selected that pick in the draft. So you're trying to get, say you got the number 1 pick. You're trying to get the best number 1 pick overall. Say you have the 2nd pick. You're trying to get the best number 2 pick overall. And you try to build a five that way, depending on what pick you get in the draft. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right. Let me.
So you were wrong.
Okay, who was it?
So, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've never even heard of this guy. So Bill Walton was drafted in 1974.
We wouldn't be here without you.
Last white American basketball player to be drafted number 1 is Kent Benson for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, you don't know Kent Benson?
I know, I'm unfamiliar with his work. Okay.
Let me see if I can get
He's
this.
not on NBA 2K either, as far as I know.
Yeah, if you're not on 2K, then
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. All right. So the Hawks are on the board. Sounds like this is going to be Zachary Ricochet. All right. So randomizer goes Sean 1, me 2, Parker 3. You guys want to go snake?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me load up my list here.
So you'll want to get the best 1st pick, the best 4th pick, and the best 5th pick, basically, to start your team. I mean, 1st is pretty obvious, but there's a lot of, I mean, it's obvious, but there's also some very good players who were taken number 1 overall ever.
Yeah.
Hakeem, Shaq.
Sorry, what pick did you say I had?
2.
And what-
Alright.
No, 3, sorry.
I had the draft board.
You have 1.
I have 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I can pick whoever I want here. This is a
Any number 1 pick.
okay. I'm sorry. Any former number 1 pick?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Any former number 1.
Yeah,
pick.
you're trying to, so whatever pick you get in the draft, you're taking a guy who was selected at that pick in the NBA draft.
And then see who builds the best squad, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Give me. Okay. Let's.
You need time for this?
Yeah, I do.
You should not be allowed to talk basketball if you need time for this.
Yeah, this is
All right,
obvious.
let's go.
Oh, I feel like there's 2 guys you could take. I wouldn't be mad if you took one other guy.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
For the number 1 pick, I'm picking LeBron James.
Yep. That was the easiest.
Okay.
All right. So I've got 2. So best number 2 pick of all time.
Oh, we're doing it like that?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like now you're taking a number 1 pick, like this. Never mind. All right.
Yeah.
I get what you're
So I think I have to go Kevin Durant, right?
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah. All right. So you got LeBron, I got Durant. So Parker's got 3 and 4. 3 is also very
This
obvious.
is obvious. Michael Jordan.
Right. Then 4.
All right. So I'm at 4.
No, Parker is.
Oh, Parker's at 4.
We've been doing this for a year. You haven't figured out Snake yet?
No, I
All
didn't
right.
even- I didn't hear
I gotta
Snake.
see who number 4 picks are, honestly. All right.
Yeah, take your time. I mean, we got 25 minutes between picks because it takes forever.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, ooh, this is a debate between just who would you rather have for their career.
Mhm.
I'm between Westbrook and Chris Paul, but I'm gonna take Chris Paul.
Oh,
I'd rather have Chris Paul. Like based off everything, I'd rather have Chris Paul.
okay. All right. So I'm at the 5th pick. Let me see. I'm at 94 right now. No. All right. This is the look, I'm just looking to kill time here because we have so much time between picks. Ooh, this is also who would you rather have? See, I got Durant. I think I have to go Wade, but Kevin Garnett was a very close second.
Okay.
So you have 6 and 7.
I have 6 and 7.
Yeah.
So for number 6, I'm picking Larry Bird.
Easy. Yeah, very easy.
I don't think there's any debate about that. How did he fall to number 6?
Because the draft didn't have the attention it has now.
That is incredible. All right, here we go. So I have the number 7 pick. Let's see here. I'm going. Ooh, hold on.
I'm looking at the all-time great drafts, like the 84, the 96.
I'm taking Steph.
Oh, yeah, that's easy. All right.
Liking my team so far, boys.
Yeah, I would say you should. This could be a dumpster fire, but whatever. We just need to kill time. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to go all the way to the wonderful year of 2006. No, I'm not. All right, let's go to here. Whew. Not a lot of great picks at number 8, by the way, in the history of the draft.
I'm trying to think of somebody off the top of my head at 8.
Like, I don't think Andre Miller is going to win me this draft. Just going to be honest. Don't think Tim Thomas is either.
9 has some good picks, actually. 9's got some really good ones.
9 does.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For the sake of time, let's just go here with. There's too many drafts to flip through. Antoine Carr, Pistons, number 8 overall pick in 1983.
That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
Antoine Carr?
Number 11 is going to be much nicer than number 8.
For number 9, I was between 2 guys here. I mean, I guess DeRozan 2, 3 guys, but he's a little less. I was between T-Mac and Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki definitely had a better career, but give me T-Mac. I'd rather have T-Mac on my team. So give me Tracy McGrady.
All right.
Then let me see. Pick 10. Let's do some research.
So Risa Shea just got taken off the board by the Hawks.
Oh, man.
Whatever.
Him and Trae Young kind of have similar hair.
Pick 10. I'm going to go with Paul George.
Okay. I like that. Pick 11. I'm going Klay Thompson.
Over Reggie Miller? You bum.
One's got 4 of these and is like
Yeah, I know, but who's the better player?
Klay Thompson.
I don't think so.
Klay Thompson's a better defender.
Reggie definitely was better for a lot longer.
Yeah, well, I mean, Reggie.
But I don't know. Peak, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't watch Reggie live, but
so
I mean, Klay Thompson prime was like 5 years, but they won titles every year during that prime.
Right.
But his prime was only like 5 years, but still.
Okay, am I up?
Yep, we got 2 picks.
I got 2 picks. Well, it's not going to be Cherokee Parks.
I'm always shocked by the fact that Reggie Miller only made 5 All-Star games. Every
I
time
know.
I'm always shocked.
Man, this is where I drop off here.
It's a big drop off.
It's a big drop off for me. I didn't realize it was going to get this ugly this quick, but it is. I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Pearl Jam's favorite player, Mookie Blaylock.
Nice. What's that? 12?
It's going 12, and now let's see here, and then I'm going to go.
Parker's got set in stone at 15.
I don't know. Actually, yeah, I do. 13's an obvious one, too. You'll see as soon as.
Oh, it's very obvious. Yeah.
It's very obvious.
Hold on just a second here.
Ooh, 14 from that same draft is pretty good. That Parker and I are hinting at.
Oh, okay. So I have 13, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, that's what we were getting at. I think I'm just going with the all-scoring team, and I just am too lazy to look farther back than Thurl Bailey. So give me Peja Stojakovic from the same draft.
Okay.
All right, with pick 15, I'll take Giannis.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, actually, so when I said
That
that,
not who you were thinking?
Kawhi.
Oh, Giannis is better though.
Yeah, but I forgot Giannis was the 15th pick.
Yeah. So is that 5 players for each of our rosters now?
Yeah, my team lost.
I still need 5.
I got.
Hold on, where are we at?
Let's pick 15. So that's 5 each.
So you had Braun,
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, which you already won there.
Oh yeah,
Steph.
Mookie. Okay, yeah, and Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Who
I
was your
won.
5th?
Kobe.
He had a weird. No, who was his pick before Kobe? He had a weird pick before.
Mookie Blaylock.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So you would basically be going. LeBron would be your small ball 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you'd be going Larry Bird as your 4. Kobe as your 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that team.
Yeah.
In current NBA, that team probably goes 79-3.
Yeah. It does.
I
My team
had
was like all big shooters.
who was your team?
Durant, Dwayne Wade would probably have to be my point in this circumstance. Thurl Bailey, Peja, and Klay Thompson.
Okay.
Straight shooters,
Yeah, that's all you got.
bucket getters. Not going to guard anybody, but we're going to score.
Do you remember who I took with my first pick? Pick
You did
3?
Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah. I was like, so I got Michael. I was like, who the hell was my pick there? All right, Michael Jordan, Chris Paul, T-Mac, Giannis. Who was my pick after T-Mac? Who was pick 10? Oh, Paul George.
Oh, you got a good team there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I lost this
Tim
draft.
lost.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like you really lost.
Yeah, I really did
Lost
lose.
hard.
Yeah. All right, let's see who the Washington's going to take here. I bet it's Alex Sarr.
Yeah.
He stinks. I'm
Him
kidding.
and Kuzma in the front court, that's a nasty duo.
So Sarr's like, have you guys seen the clips of his shot?
Yeah.
He takes forever to like wind up his shot. It's like
Why are we winding up shots in the NBA?
you can get away with it in
Guys,
Australia.
Winding up shots.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a problem.
Yeah. You can get away with that in Australia, but not so much here.
I saw somebody put $500 down on Bronny to go number 1 overall.
Well, if he did, you would win a lot of money, but
Yeah, it was like to pay out $100,000, $500.
all right, I'm going to turn off Bleacher Report notifications too, apparently.
Can you imagine the outrage?
Yeah, did you just get the re-sachet?
And then I got who's second.
Oh, I haven't gotten that yet. I don't have Bleacher Report on. I have ESPN, so they're late with it, I guess. It was definitely Sarr, though, I feel like.
Man, OG Anunoby re-signing a 5-year, 212 extension.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, where were you?
That's,
That happened earlier.
did it?
No, that amount of money, though, is absurd for OG Anunoby.
It is
Like,
a
don't get me
lot
wrong,
of
he's a
money
great
for OG.
player, but, like, that much money is crazy.
I'm kind of
People are getting paid this year.
I'm kind of excited about the Knicks. All right, here we go.
Yep. It just happened on my TV.
Oh, so yeah, if you were with us, you wouldn't be ahead.
With the second pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select
Alex Sarr,
Here we go.
younger brother of former Kentucky Wildcat Olivier Sarr.
Not nearly as good, brother.
All right, Alex Sarr, Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma. This is not sounding good, guys.
Tyus Jones running the point.
Tyus Jones, Johnny Davis coming off the bench. Johnny
That's a team.
Davis. That's one way to put it. Yeah. Is this like when we do the fun thing when people knew who were 1 and 2 and they're like, now the draft really begins at 3 with Houston? Even though I bet it's, I don't have it in front of me, but I bet it's Reed Shepherd.
I think it's Reed Shepherd, but
The two
I don't
Texas
know.
teams here are the best fit in the draft. for
there's
sure.
Sarr, there's Olivier.
Olivier. Was he a top 10 prospect?
Who?
Olivier?
Like in high school?
Yeah.
I don't remember. He was like a 5th-year senior at Kentucky. He transferred there.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he was on that horrible Kentucky team during COVID. He was a 5th-year senior. He was
Oh.
from Wake Forest.
That's
Yeah.
right. I remember that now.
Yeah.
'Cause he
might
was
have
on
been- I
the-
think he was just a regular 4th-year senior, but still, he was from Wake Forest.
Because the year before, Wake Forest beat Duke at Cameron.
Yeah, no, he wasn't a highly talented prospect, at least that I know of. I mean, I assume he wouldn't have gone to Wake Forest, but maybe sometimes they do that stuff. But
My guy Brandon Kamick stopping in here to rep UK. Would love to see Reed and Wenby. I would
Me too.
1,000% love that. That's what should happen. I don't know. Houston's like this close to being really, really good again.
If I'm Houston, I trade this pick though.
I do
Because,
too.
like,
Yeah.
I trade down to San Antonio.
they have too many young guys that like
Yeah.
aren't gonna play.
What was all this crap today about Shingun getting moved?
So I guess because Houston really likes Klingon, they were saying that, and every other team does.
Shingun is so good.
Basically, people were saying that if Houston might take Klingon as like a hostage pick,
Oh,
come get him from me.
I mean, yeah, Shingun's basically just baby Jokic.
Yeah.
He had a hell of a season.
Don't forget they have Lord Steven Adams coming back next year as their backup center.
We called him
He's on the
Lord
Rockets
Steven
now?
Adams. I love that.
Yeah, he was.
Well, who was he trade for? I remember
It was
that
two
now.
guys who were hurt. Oladipo.
Oladipo.
Yeah, they basically swapped contracts, and I think Memphis cut Oladipo's
How long
contract.
is Lord Steven Adams locked down for?
This is his contract year.
Contract year.
I
yeah.
forgot Sar was on OT Elite.
Yeah, for like he played for like 10 teams before he got drafted
Yeah.
because he was like full on.
So he wasn't able to go to college even. 'cause
Right.
He was,
Actually, OTE you can go to college now
you can.
because NIL.
Oh no, I knew OTE you could go to college, but he turned pro like overseas. Are you
Yeah.
allowed to if you're overseas pro? I don't. Can you?
No, I don't think
That's what.
so.
Yeah, he was an overseas pro at 14. That's
'Cause
what I was saying.
This is gonna be Klingon, right?
Yeah, I knew you could have OTE. Rob went to OTE.
I think this is Reed.
You think Reed's going
I think Reed's going to Houston.
to Houston?
Yeah, I kind of think it's Reed too.
I just think that for them, the only thing they're really missing at this moment for is like building their future team is just a pure bucket getter like that, like a pure 2-wing scorer. I mean, they have. I don't know, like I don't love Jalen Green like a lot of people do, but he did play really well
Yeah.
in stretches last year,
Yeah.
and I think
I mean,
for
he's a 2 though, really.
he is,
But Reed's also a combo.
yeah, I would say Reed's more a 1 in the
Yeah, he
NBA because of his size, but you know, ones that can shoot threes aren't a bad thing.
No,
And then
he'd be fun there. He's gonna be fun there.
I don't think he's gonna be as good defensively as he was at Kentucky,
No.
only because of his size.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a lot of help defense, it's gonna be a lot of blitzing, it's gonna be a lot of just like I don't think he's gonna be as good in the point of attack where last year I think he was in the top 10 in steals.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got from my guy Brandon here. Houston picks him. I think it's going to Houston too, but as a casual, I want to see him paired up with Wemby. Yeah, he was opportunistic on defense, but it wasn't a bad thing. I mean, Parker and I talked about it through the year. He would like get steals and just dunk on people, and people were like shocked.
He did that in high school. Like I knew he was like I wasn't shocked when he had the combine, like was the leader at the combine in vertical jump.
Yeah,
Like he's very explosive. He just doesn't. He's not gonna windmill on a fat. You know what I mean? He's just gonna
Right.
go up and dunk it. Like they asked him if he would do the dunk contest, and he was like, "I wouldn't be good at it. I'm like I can jump high, but I can't do cool shit once I'm in the air. I can just jump high straight up."
yeah. He I think he'll have a good career. I don't know if he's an all-star, but I think he'll have a good career.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's gonna be bad. I really don't.
Brandon says he's crazy athletic. Saw him a few times in high school. He's always had the handles. He does have handles, no doubt about that. I'm trying to think how many Kentucky prospects I saw in high school, just from like covering games and stuff. I did see Dante Allen in high school quite a bit
Okay.
because he was around all the time. Or it's a Houston pick. Parker, don't spoil it yet.
I know they took.
With the third pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Reed Shepard.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
I really like that Rockets team. They're gonna be fun.
They are gonna be fun. They were already fun.
Yeah, they
I think
were.
It's gonna be more fun now. Do you think he starts immediately?
No.
Van Vliet's on the Rockets.
Yeah, Van Vliet will be like
Right,
really
Van
good.
Vliet's there. Yeah.
He'll be. That's really like probably the perfect guard for him to learn
Oh,
from.
Coach Cal's there.
Of course he is. Rondo was the last big NBA guy that went to UK out of Kentucky that I can think of.
Oh, that's cool. Did you guys just see that? Him and Rob hug?
You're ahead of us.
I know. I said it like 5 seconds after it happened. That's why I said I thought I timed it.
We just got the Cal. There we are. We're at Rob
Okay.
now.
Yeah, I thought I timed it. My bad. I even set it delayed on purpose, trying to time it.
I don't think he'll shoot 52% in the NBA.
Nah,
I think he's going to shoot very high levels.
I'm happy for him.
Me too, man. I love Reed.
I'm gonna say it again. Suit looks like he's going to church.
Yeah.
He looks so young.
He is.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's just all these guys always look way older than they are, though. It's weird that he looks that young.
Do you think now Cal can use this at Arkansas and be like, look at all these kids I put in the draft at Kentucky, and now what could I do here?
I mean, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they all came to Arkansas. The whole Kentucky roster came to Arkansas, plus all the recruits. Everybody he wanted came with him.
That's true.
He got DJ Wagner, Thiero, Boogie Fland. He got a bunch more of them, too.
Big Z.
Big Z. He got 2 other 5-stars. He got 3 of the 4 5-stars coming in to Arkansas.
Interesting.
Yeah, he got everybody he wanted, pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing people don't really talk about with Reed. He's a really good passer.
Yeah.
God, Alabama next year is going to be so good. Alabama's going to have teams in the playoff in basketball, in football, and the 1 seed in the tournament.
He's a
Yeah.
42-inch vertical.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
All right, so now it gets interesting. If you're San Antonio, do you go like Castle here and just go the upside of the athleticism? Because you can't take Klingon. You can't just put Klingon next to Wemby.
But do you hold him hostage?
Right. So, or do you go like Matas? Because Matas is not getting past Detroit.
I think you go Klingon and you hold him hostage. You get another asset for it.
That's risky.
I don't think so. There's teams that want him, I think.
Yeah, everyone wants him. Man, Jeff Shepard. 1998 national champion phenomenon, Jeff Shepard. Parker, I actually remember watching that game.
Yeah.
Seriously? How?
Yeah.
8, 9?
Yeah. I was 8.
11? You 8? You 8 then?
Yeah. I
9. Born 89, right?
was born in 89, but the game's in March. My birthday's in July.
I
Yeah.
remember I watched all 3 of them, 96, 97, 98, and I went to bed in 97. And
Thinking they were going to win.
no, my mom worked at a store that sold Kentucky merchandise, and she was going to have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning if they won to unload boxes. And
So where does San Antonio go? Let's talk about this. Where did
Castle.
they go here?
I think it's Castle.
I think Castle, and then I think at 8 they go Ron Holland if he's there.
I would love that draft. If I were a Spurs fan, I'd be through the moon.
Yeah, so would I.
I think there's something to say about Ron Holland, the fact that he averaged 20 points per game in the G League as a teenager against grown men.
very impressive.
Yeah. So Brandon talked about 98 Kentucky Duke game. I totally forgot about that game, but that game is disgusting. It's a very good game.
He threw the first pitch out last night?
Oh, look,
Damn.
Donovan Mitchell. They could have been great teammates together, guys. That'd
Really?
been cool.
There's Jalen Green, his new teammate.
Yeah.
How was he throwing out the ball in New York?
Because the draft's in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Feels wrong, though.
Jalen Green's like, hey, man, how's it going? Welcome to Houston. I'm never going to pass it to you.
Hey,
You're going to play defense for me. So
James Harden will be here by the deadline.
Parker,
Strip clubs are fire, Reed.
Parker, did you love the JJ Redick press conference, by the way?
Yeah, he was hilarious in that.
I thought he was awesome.
He's already learned from LeBron how to just cap, though.
Yeah, for sure.
They didn't talk.
They
I would
didn't
bet.
mention it once.
Yeah.
It didn't come up in conversation.
I'm not like, even if LeBron wasn't involved much, there's no way they didn't talk about it. Like,
Yeah,
this
because
is
like, especially considering, Dan Hurley was like, yeah, when I was interviewing for the job, LeBron and I were texting quite a bit. It's like,
yeah,
but JJ Redick, you're not.
yeah. Also, we know how freaking podcasts work. Like, we know they don't get on and then go,
Yeah,
oh,
we're
well,
on-
see you later.
We're on one right now.
Yeah, as soon as they get on, they don't talk for 5 to 10
this
minutes.
is the first time we saw each other actually today was
Yeah,
when we
that's what
clicked
I'm
live.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, acting like they don't talk behind the scenes at all. Like, okay, yeah, that's just a lie.
Yeah. So
I'm excited to see what the Spurs do. Though.
me too. This is where it gets fun. If anyone's in the chat, just please don't spoil any of the picks because we want to see them here. Yeah.
Not to say I won't later.
Right. Here we go.
Okay, let's go. That guy needs to clean his computer.
That's what my computer looks like when the light's
Clean
not
your
on.
Screen, bro.
With the 4th pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select
Stefan Castle.
Got him.
Like it.
Guy.
Bro, look at that chain with the castle on it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I like that pick too.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love what the Spurs are putting together.
Now, who is the guy you think they should pick later?
Holland.
Holland. Okay, so Holland, you think they should? That's a good draft for this team.
Oh, that's a home run.
Okay.
Yeah. Holland is like a 3-level scorer. He struggled a little bit, but you have to remember he was 17, 18 years old playing against grown men.
Do you think he has a shot at being one of the best players of this?
I like
Yes.
Holland. Like, yeah, I like his physical tools though. Like, I like him to like get bigger.
Me
He's
too.
lengthy. I mean, he's a wing.
So, okay. Does Detroit take Klingon or Matas here?
Regardless,
I'd
of
rather
when they're-
have Matas because they have Jalen Duran. So
That's
I don't
true.
really think it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Well, I
what
think
makes sense in Detroit, Parker?
Yeah, literally.
Come
Yeah,
on.
you're right. So
They
they'll
don't have a
take.
coach.
What makes sense there?
they don't have a coach right now to sign off on the pick.
I think
So
maybe
the
they
pick's going
should
to have to
go.
inherit this guy.
I think they might go Rob Dillingham though and trade Jaden Ivey. It wouldn't shock me if they did that.
See, my understanding was that Troy Weaver really likes Jaden Ivey and the
Really?
reason, one of the biggest reasons Monty Williams got fired was because he didn't play him. But I could see that. If I were the Bulls, I would hop on Jaden Ivey. I mean, you have nothing else. Like,
Yeah. So what's going on with is Lonzo like supposed to play this season?
No.
rumors he's going to get bought out.
Yeah. So is he
Because it's
still
22
not?
mil.
Is
They
he
said he's
still
supposed
not able to play?
He's going to play this year, apparently. But in the
would-
same sense of Derrick Rose was going to play, apparently.
If I was Lonzo
Yeah.
Ball, I would not. I'd say no. I'm not taking a buyout. No, you're just gonna take.
What do you mean, 26 million? I would take that tomorrow
He can get the whole thing though. If he
for
just-
2 years.
Who cares? He's not gonna play again. He needs to save his money.
I don't know. He's got a really shitty podcast now.
What is he talking about?
I don't know. The other day he talked about how he didn't like that Caleb Williams cried after he lost at USC. I heard, and Okay.
Yeah, I saw that clip.
I
Okay.
don't like that Lonzo Ball. Can't
His
fight.
first guess was Jello Ball. His first guess was Jello Ball.
oh, okay, sure. You know, that's who everyone wants to hear from. The one that didn't make it of the three.
Yeah, he hasn't had LaMelo yet though.
Yeah, LaMelo's too busy. All right, so here's my guess. 5, Detroit goes Buzelis. 6, Charlotte goes Klingon. Because then you can go Klingon, Brandon Miller, Mark Williams,
You think
LaMelo.
Mark Williams and Klingon can play together?
No, but
No.
I don't think Charlotte's in the business of moving on from Mark Williams either. Because if he drops to Portland, well, Portland's got Robert Williams. He's probably better than Robert Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least potential wise, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now the draft's like all in the air, man. I am now super curious about all this.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen next?
This is fun. So Gavoni, I can't remember what pod he was on the other day. It might have been the Low Post. He was talking about he would go to UConn early to watch Stefan Castle warm up. He's like, I would
Yeah.
get there 2 hours early for every game. And my thought process was I was going to get film of him shooting, clip it, and then upload it on Instagram for everyone to see. He goes, it took me an hour to get him to get clips of him making back-to-back shots. I love that they have Dan Hurley there.
Congratulations, Stephon. Pistons are on the clock, and the trade and Langdon era begins for
Where do the Lakers go, you think?
Zach Edey.
I hope, honestly.
I do too. I said today, I was texting with people and they asked me about Cleveland. And I was like, if they can get Bub Carrington to 20, I am doing it, and I'm running to the podium. I am not letting anyone else take him.
For the Pistons, several teams have been trying to get up for the chance of getting UConn's Donovan Clingan.
Yep, there he is. So what was just said that everyone's trying to trade up with Detroit to get Clingan. They got a minute and a half there on the board. Do you take him and just go, all right, come get him?
Yeah, but they're idiots, so I don't know.
They are idiots. I don't know. I got to say, like...
Who's the Wizard of Oz back there who's like, who are these guys?
I love that take from Sean. Yeah, they should, but they're idiots.
You don't come here for the most high-tech, the most up-to-date, knowledgeable takes, people.
That's a very knowledgeable take when it comes to the Pistons. I would have to say.
Yeah, I would say.
Even their draft headquarters looks like it sucks.
I mean, their sponsor is Little Caesars.
I know.
Don't be wrong. I love me some Little Caesars.
I will say this, guys. If you've not been to Detroit, Detroit is a very, very nice city. It gets an incredibly bad rap, and they got a lot of good things going on right now.
I will say, shout out Clingan. He's got a nice fade going for the draft tonight.
You sound like LeBron in Trainwreck when he's trying to explain how Cleveland and Miami are the same thing.
Oh, no.
It's like Miami and Cleveland are just alike, and Bill Hader's like, oh well, you know.
Yeah.
We have a trade. Kyle Kuzma has been traded to the Pistons. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, Parker! In this draft, you could. That's not capping at that point.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma to the Pistons. He swaps from the Wizards to Pistons.
I was like sitting there, like trying to gather my thoughts. I'm like, what does that bring? What does that do? It doesn't do anything, actually.
Are they gonna take Ron Holland?
I can't believe that Klingan's going to drop if he gets past this fifth pick here.
So watch him drop to 8 to San Antonio.
Holland or Klingan?
Klingan.
Klingan and Wembanyama.
It'd be terrible. There'd be no spacing whatsoever. I don't know. I feel like everybody could play with Wembanyama. I feel like he's just one of those guys.
I mean, Klingan, honestly, in my opinion, is kind of like Mark Williams as a player. Like, seriously, he's like a similar player. So it's crazy because, like, Mark Williams was like, what, the 11th or 12th pick in his draft, something like that.
I wanted the Bulls to take him so bad.
I mean, he's been excellent when he's on the floor. He's just missed a lot of games, but he's been a double-double machine when he's on the floor.
Yeah, I had him in fantasy basketball for a couple of years now. All right, here we go. Pistons on the clock. Let's see what they do.
That's where it gets fun.
With the fifth pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Ron Holland.
Oh!
Holland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like the pick.
I do too.
Klingan doesn't really make sense there, honestly. So I like the pick.
Dude, that team is nothing but athletes now. Like Duran, Cade, Ivy, Holland.
Cade's probably the worst athlete of them, I'd say.
The worst.
Asar. Is it Asar? Yeah, Asar Thompson.
Yeah. James Wiseman, say what you will. He's an athlete.
James Wiseman's a freakish athlete. I mean, Asar Thompson is as pure just athlete as it gets. He has no game, really.
I know. I like that pick a lot, actually.
Does this cause any trades for them?
I think so. I think they're they're kind of in the business now where everything you read about, like out of the, just kind of like nationally, is that people really like this new front office that took over for the last regime. And they kind of feel like they're kind of sick of being the joke of the league.
I hope so.
So I think they're kind of in a mode now where they just want to kind of make as many moves as they can. Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking about Charlotte now, because I thought Ron Holland would have been awesome for Charlotte.
Yeah.
There's no way Klingon drops to Memphis. If Klingon drops to Memphis, that is the pick of the draft. Him, JJJ,
And
Ja.
They have to pick him.
They wouldn't. There was no way they wouldn't. There's no way they wouldn't. They're a team no one's talking about,
Yeah.
but they're gonna get their whole roster back from injury next year.
Yeah. I mean, you want to talk about a team that's playing possum right now. It is the Memphis Grizzlies.
It's
like you said, they will get their whole team back next year.
Desmond Bain's back, Jaws back, Jaren Jackson's back. Yeah, man. And then you add Klingon to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That team's
this
really
has the
good.
potential of, like,
Yeah.
like the Tim Duncan type.
Marcus
stuff.
Smart's back.
Yeah.
You just pretty much replace Steven Adams with Klingon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is an upgrade.
Which is really good.
Because last season was just a wash. GG Jackson too.
Dude, he's so good. He was so overthought in the draft last year.
Yeah,
People were like, South Carolina was bad, and
Yeah, and he was like one of the top 3 players in his class, right?
yeah. The only reason I don't think they will is because Mark Williams.
Okay.
I think this is Matas or Dalton Connect. You want to hear my other Hornets hot take,
I mean,
guys?
if they take Dalton Connect, then Charlotte's just going to be trying to shoot the lights out. Period.
Yeah.
Because like LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Connect, like they're just trying to get up and down the floor. I like Matas on this with this roster, honestly. But Connect makes sense, like because LaMelo and Brandon Miller are ready right now. So is Mark Williams. So Connect makes sense because he'll be ready right away. I don't know if Booz Ellis is ready right away.
You want to hear my Hornets hot take? This is my Hornets hot take.
You're gonna give it to us anyway.
Yep. If I was like picking a quote unquote franchise player for them, I would take Brandon Miller over LaMelo.
Yeah, I don't think that's a hot take, really.
I think Brandon Miller is such a better scorer, and he actually plays basketball. He's not hurt.
Yeah.
30 total.
No, I agree with you.
I love LaMelo. I love him, but I think Brandon Miller is a dude. Like I think he's a dude.
Yeah.
All right, this is gonna be I think I'm with Parker. I think this is Matas, but I would really think about Dalton Connect.
So Portland has the 7th pick.
There's no way that's not Klingon, right?
Okay. Yeah.
What?
They have to take it.
7 Portland,
Poor bad.
Yeah.
because otherwise he's going to Memphis, and everyone's gonna regret it.
Yeah, unless they're just rocking out with
I don't think
with
he's
Robert
like that.
Williams, which I can't see. So
It's so weird that like it's one of those things where people are passing up on this guy because of the fit
Yeah.
with the team, and
All right. So we're kind of getting into I don't know. Have you fully converted yet to Orlando? Would you say you're like there now?
no, I'm not completely there yet.
I think going to Cleveland really won me
have to.
over.
They have to change their jerseys back.
you're a full Cavs fan now. over
Thinking
the Bulls?
full time now. Going there for the playoffs and just hanging out with everyone, and everyone was cool. I think it won me over.
Okay.
And Kenny Atkinson was a great hire.
It was a fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knocked out.
You've had enough of the Bulls.
Dude, I can't look. I'm 35. All right, I can't root for teams that don't want to win anymore. Like I just can't
They might
do
make
it.
it to the conference finals when you're 60.
Right, and like
They might. Yeah.
with like my family history, 60 might be my deathbed. So
Well, I think I think if you're gonna hop on a bandwagon, locally Cleveland makes sense, but I just can't do it.
I have a lot of city ties there already
I know
because of
you
my
do.
family.
I know you do.
Yeah, I go up there 2 or 3 times a year. I love going to games up there. Donovan Mitchell plays there. That certainly helps. We all know I love Evan Mobley. Now that they have Atkinson, I kind of hope they just keep Garland and they keep Jared Allen, because if Kenny Atkinson can make D'Angelo Russell an all-star, imagine what he could do with Darius Garland.
True. Good point.
This would be a great time for the Chicago Bulls to dump Zach LaVine.
Wouldn't
on
it?
draft night.
Straight to Charlotte, get the 6th pick.
Like I don't care. Like, get some picks.
Yeah.
If Charlotte has the cap space for him, don't they?
Our guy Jack Mueller is watching right now in Chicago. He texts me. So Jack, get in the chat or something. And who do you want? What's the city saying, Jack? Who does everyone want Chicago to take? I don't know. You can text me or you can hop in the chat.
They just want to get rid of Zach
What's the
Yeah.
shitty city of Chicago?
So I saw today that apparently DeRozan's linked to the Clippers.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
because I guess that means that Paul George is not going back to the Clippers. Because there's no way they can pay
No.
DeRozan, George, Harden.
So DeRozan and Kawhi on the same team. Interesting.
I hate it.
Yeah, interesting.
I love DeMar DeRozan,
Oh, yeah,
obviously.
dude,
I
what a
just
guy.
I can't see him play for the Clippers because I hate the Clippers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I agree with you.
so like I thought about this, like the reason I'm not really mad about the Celtics winning the title is if you look at the roster, if that team was wearing Charlotte Hornets jerseys, I'm probably like, oh, I love watching that team. That team's really, really good. If they're wearing Minnesota jerseys, I'm like, I love watching this team play basketball.
Yeah,
But it's the fact that it's the
but
Celtics.
yeah, it's that's the problem.
Right. Like any other team that's wearing those jerseys, I'm like, all right, cool. I like this team.
I would say this has been the most unhyped Celtics championship win ever.
It doesn't even feel like they won.
I think it's because like it was just so like expected. The funny part I will say about them is like everybody acts like, oh, finally. It's just because they got to the conference finals and stuff when they were like 19. Everybody's like thinks they're like 35.
Yeah.
Tatum and Brown are 26 and 27.
Yeah, they have a long way to go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of scared they might end up being a dynasty.
I don't think they will.
I think they'll win at least another.
I do
think they'll
too.
get two.
I don't think they'll win back to back though. With
Yeah.
the new apron rules, like they're going to pay. Tatum's going to get the biggest contract
JJ
ever.
Redick on the Lakers now, like
He's not gonna let it happen.
Austin Reeves is gonna win MVP.
I saw a clip today. It was like someone took a 2K edit, and it was like, hold on, Charles picking right now.
This
He's not gonna happen.
2024 NBA draft. The Charlotte Hornets select Tizian Salon.
Really?
that's the most Hornets thing.
That is a
I've seen.
Hornets move and a half.
You weren't gonna like it. No,
What are you doing,
Oh my god!
What are you doing? Sorry.
Tim? Who?
So Wemby's best friend.
I know that, but like.
But that's
he
all
was
you know
not
about him. That's all we all
projected
know
this
about
high.
him.
He's just Wemby's best friend.
Yeah.
That's all we can say about
Everything everyone like you read is like, well, he can't shoot. It's like, okay, great. So Charlotte has. Come on, guys.
The Hornets are such a trash franchise.
This was their
That's a
chance to
horrible
not be one. This was their chance to like
no,
take a
was it?
step
No, it
forward.
wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
They have all
They
they
always do this.
they have-
Charlotte gonna be Charlotte.
they have all NBA upside guys now. They have 2 all NBA upside guys. Like this was your chance to build on that, and they Hornets it.
Build. What
Yeah.
do they build in Charlotte?
Well, you got 2 guys who are really good.
No, I know, but they don't build in that.
I agree with you, but this was their chance.
They
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab my dinner. I got some Chipotle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta eat something. I'm starved.
All right. Well, we're gonna bitch some more while you're doing that. So, my point is not that they were gonna be good, but this was their chance to take a step forward to be good. And I don't know, he might be decent, but I just am not excited about him. I don't think a lot of people are. Jack's giving us the Chicago info here. ESPN says Devin Carter, but I really want Walter out of Baylor. I would love if the Bulls got Walter. I like him a lot. Jacoby Walter. Though I would like Devin Carter a lot too, but that's my Big East bias. I'm speaking.
Man, he's a tall guy.
You guys are like 145 pounds.
145 pounds.
What is that thing on his leg? I mean, he's a good defender from the clip I saw, like the clips I saw. He's athletic, but everyone on Charlotte is athletic.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know.
one just felt weird.
That was like the first pick of the draft where I went, I would have taken Rob Dillingham there, being honest. But hey, shout out to France. I need Parker to come back.
Question: does Klingon break
Buddy,
Portland Trailblazers center's curse?
I don't think you can when you play in Memphis.
You think he's gonna go to Memphis?
Yeah,
We might
I
have
don't.
to clip a reaction to that pick. What the hell was that?
Do you know how to do that? You know how to do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you? You don't have our. I'll get you a login. I'll get you a
Yeah,
code.
I know how to do that.
Cool. Bro, let's see. What mark is this? We're like around the 50-minute mark already. Holy moly! The draft's kind of gone by fast.
Oh, that's a horrible pick, I feel like.
I don't love it. I don't love it.
I mean, like, he just has bust written off. I mean, he could be amazing, but like,
Okay. If you're Portland, yeah, why didn't they just take Buzelis or Dillingham? Portland's going to get Buzelis here, and he's going to be great for them. What's Woj got to say?
what are they doing with Anthony Simons?
I don't think they know.
Because like Anthony Simons just doesn't fit the timeline. Like he's not young enough anymore. How old is
I
he?
agree.
He's 25. He just turned 25. So he's like, by the time they're good, he's going to be like 29. And the rest of them are going to be like 21.
Oh, Woj just said Portland's was very hopeful Kling would make it to 7. So are they trading Time Lord? Or are they using this as a come get him pick? I don't think he should be a come get him pick.
No,
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. So San Antonio is going to get Buzelis.
yeah, you trade Time Lord.
You definitely trade Time Lord because you can't stay on the court. He also he's coming back from an ACL injury, so
He needs to be on a good team too, I feel like.
I do too.
Yeah, he needs to be. Yeah.
Yeah,
agree.
I think people seem to act like he sucked for the Celtics, but he really didn't.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that at all. Who says that?
It's out there,
People say that.
people. Here we go. Here we go.
It's happening.
With the 7th pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Donovan.
There we go.
There he is,
Good
finally
pick.
off the board.
Good pick.
Yeah.
I like the future of him and Scoot. And who's the other young guys they have that are really now Denny Avdia.
Yeah.
I mean, the West is so good that it doesn't matter. But
They're gonna get lost in the mix.
yeah. Who was the random guy they got from UD from the University of Dayton that was like pretty good for them for well, I'm pulling up Basketball Reference. But anyway, I like this pick a lot. I think that this is a really good pick for Portland. This may answer your question, Sean. Because you know what? He's durable. We can't say that about the other ones.
Yeah.
He's durable before he gets to Portland. We should probably go ahead and preference that with.
Do you think?
Are you talking about Tumani Kamara?
Tumani Kamara, that's my dude.
Do you think Memphis was the best place for him to drop?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen with them next year? Like, do you think Memphis is just going to be like right back at the top of the West?
I do.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yep.
Because I think healthy Ja's a top 10 player.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's the most electric.
Healthy, no gun Ja.
Right. Yeah. When he's just like when he just only focused on basketball. I was so bummed when UConn went to Xavier this year for the regular season game. Kling was hurt, so I didn't get to see him play.
I mean, do you remember when he played this year? Those few games, they were good, and he was great.
Yeah.
It was like, how many games did he play? Like 8.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I know we got a couple picks. If you're Memphis, do you think about Edie?
Yeah. God, he feels like a Memphis guy, doesn't he?
He does feel like a Memphis
he
guy.
does.
He does. He does feel like somebody that was coming off the bench for the Zebo Conley.
Yes. Absolutely. In that like better version of Boban role.
Yeah.
That was another thing Gavoni was talking about the other day was like how good Boban really was. Like when you in like overseas before he came to the NBA.
Yeah. Do you think that Edie makes a difference on the team?
Yeah, I think he's such a good screener.
Yeah.
And
He's a big guy. Was he 7'5"?
yeah.
He's
So
huge.
I think he's going to get hunted because laterally his feet don't move very well.
Yeah. Everyone knows that.
But the other situation for him is like you can play him late in games on the offensive side if you do the offense-defense sub because he can shoot free throws.
Yeah.
And people are going to be like, oh, the big man, I'm going to foul him. You probably can't foul him.
Who,
Yeah.
Edie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can shoot free throws really well.
Shoot.
Dude, he was so good in the tournament for Purdue. So good.
Yeah. Yeah.
He turned down the draft invite to be back at Purdue with his teammates. Like you like that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
He'd be so good at Utah. He'd be so good in Utah with Laurie and
No, they already got
Keontae
Walker-
George.
we already
Oh,
had
you're
Kessler.
right. I
We
didn't
got
think about Walker
Kessler.
Kessler. Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You don't think number 11 Zach Edey? Huh?
I don't know, man.
Jack, tell me what you think about. I know you are from the Illinois area, so the Illini probably don't like Zach Edey, but why does Dan Hurley have a Lakers hat?
I'm just hoping somebody crazy slides to 17.
I know.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about Ayton being there.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot about Ayton.
Man, we just like glossed. over him.
Also, nobody paid attention. Ayton was awesome the second half of the
He
season.
really was.
Nobody paid attention. He was averaging like 24 and 12, but nobody cared.
Those of us who play fantasy basketball totally knew he was.
Yeah. I mean, on the season total, he averaged 17 and
Ooh.
11, but the second half, he was awesome.
Did not even think about that. Dalton Connect in Memphis, another
That
just
would
like
be a-
bucket getter to put next to Bane.
And he's played in Tennessee this last year.
Yeah.
How is that going to work with Ayton and Klingon?
I would think that they will probably be taking calls on DeAndre Ayton.
Wow. We went from like
Buzelis still not being drafted is weird to me.
Yeah. He's not a top 10 guy. I think he falls 17 to 20.
I
Edey.
don't think if I'm a team, no. I know, like you guys said, he had a good end of the season last year, but I'm not. I don't think I'm taking a flyer on that guy.
On Ayton?
No. I mean, the guy didn't come in because it snowed one game, didn't he?
I forgot about that.
Not coming.
I'm trying to think of teams who could really use him. Oh, did you guys see that thing today
Look at Tim Duncan just hanging out
with his dreads?
Yeah, with his dreads.
Yeah,
I
man.
love that he got more stylish after he retired.
If you're San Antonio, do you go Rob here?
I think you go Rob or Matas.
Yeah. Matas and Wimby might be interesting.
I'm kind of curious what happens with Nikola Topic since he tore his ACL.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you take him knowing you don't get him at all this year if you're, Utah? Because he feels like he could be a really good Utah guy with like Keontae George. Or does he keep dropping to like, Miami? If he drops to 15, Miami's not letting him get past him. It'd be really fun here if it's not Rob. Devin Carter.
I think it's going to be Rob.
Yeah, they just so happen to be showing him. How coincidental.
Yeah, they did this before Ron Holland was drafted, so I'm kind of convinced.
Yeah, let's see. Edie Toronto 19 would be my best guess. I feel like that's come up a lot. Look at my man here. He's like, come on, San Antonio. We're on a roll right now. They did swing. You remember they did swing the playoffs because they beat Denver at the end of the year, causing the Denver to have the 2 seed.
Bulls are going to take Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Reeled in my bones.
Cody Williams?
Yeah.
I would love that pick.
Which caused, in my opinion, a good chance, which caused the Lakers
Yeah,
to be in the conference finals if that didn't happen.
I
Just
agree.
saying.
I think the Bulls got Cody Williams. It would be a good pick.
I would be
but it's
happy with that
also,
pick.
yeah, it also has a lot of Patrick Williams written all over it.
Yeah, he's also very potential based, I feel like.
You holding on to Patrick Williams if you're Chicago?
And what are the odds both
I guess
brothers are
I've heard
awesome?
the Clippers want him.
I'd give him up.
I think they would too.
I'm all out on him.
Did you hear me? What are the odds both brothers are awesome? Kind of sketch. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they already have one
Hold on.
future star, brother.
Rob Dillingham to the Spurs.
Dude, the Spurs are
I like that pick. a
Castle
lot.
and Dillingham? Oh my God.
They just cleaned up.
Dude, they won.
Just cleaned
They
up.
won the draft.
Yeah, they did.
They won the draft.
I forgot Dillingham's clutch.
Bro, he is for everything you're not getting for shooting with Castle with Wemby, you're getting with Dillingham.
Yeah.
That is
I was
awesome.
hoping he dropped a
This
shot.
is the best bucket getter in the draft.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
He's hugging Reed's mom.
He's good. So my comp for is a shorter Kobe White for him. And he's going to be better than Kobe White was Kobe's rookie year.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh no.
What happened?
I can't tell you guys, but there's been a trade.
Oh, okay.
And this is gonna get nuts.
It's going to get
I
nuts.
It's gonna get nuts, guys.
I just think at worst case scenario, Rob Dillingham becomes like Lou Williams. I
Bro.
just think he's going to be a bucket.
Oh my God, this is gonna be great.
Good, great?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is gonna be good. I'm very excited about this.
What the
Oh.
Bulls?
No,
A trade.
no,
There's a trade.
there's been a trade.
Who put it out? Woj?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm checking Twitter. I can't help it.
Okay, don't tell me.
don't tell Tim.
Oh my God. So they're gonna have Dillingham and Malachi Branham with Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama. Wait a minute, Stephon Castle's getting traded or Dillingham's getting traded? What? Where?
You're gonna find out. I might be wearing their shirt.
What?
What?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Dude.
my God. Oh my God.
I like that even more for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another UK guy going over there, man.
Because he'll take over that job in like 2 years. Because
Yeah.
Conley's getting old.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah, dude, I love that. So
Oh my
much.
God. So are they swapping picks?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, that wouldn't make sense. Wait a minute. Would it make sense?
It says Minnesota is traded for the 8th pick and Rob Dillingham.
What if it's Cat?
Oh man, we're getting our wish with this one.
Hold on.
I am so pumped for Minnesota right now.
I'm gonna invite Jack on. Have Jack come hang out with us.
He is the type of player that fits with any team because he is just that talented. He's so committed to his role and doing whatever the team needs to be successful.
Timberwolves are trading a 2031 unprotected first and a protected 2030 pick.
What?
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
That's it? God, 2030 seems like forever.
It does.
What kind of,
They're giving up picks
what kind of
7
futuristic
years?
ass pick is that?
LeBron was his 50,000th point at that point.
Yeah.
It'd be 40,
Oh
45.
shit! Wait till you see who what the move that's gonna happen right now is.
Hold on. Is Mike Conley going to San Antonio?
I hope not. All right, guys. I don't want to know anything about the next 2 picks, but I know this one. And so does Parker.
I checked Twitter. Sadly,
This is a team that really, when you're talking about the Western,
I don't know how Woj is like 3 minutes early too.
It's an earpiece, man.
That's why I don't have him on my phone during this time.
Like it's not even like he's just barely early. No, like he's
Hey,
3,
Jack.
4
What up,
minutes early.
buddy?
How you doing, guys?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Welcome to the draft party.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. How you liking
I'm
it so
late.
far?
No huge surprises as far as I can tell yet.
Wait
True.
till you
Ron
see what
Holland
happens.
at 5
here.
was a little out there, and obviously Solone at 6. But outside of those two, nothing crazy. Nothing I'm too surprised by.
Whoa.
Got him.
At
I
9.
They back. I take that way back. What the?
Why was he not even invited to the green room if he was pick 9?
He was, but he turned
was?
it down so he would stay back with Purdue.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
Okay.
I don't
So
love that.
is he a starter for them?
Yeah.
No, they got Jaren Jackson at the 5.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Unless
Do you move him
I
down
mean,
to the
but they
4?
played Jaren Jackson at the 4 every year besides last year. of his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah,
And
I don't know. I don't love that fit.
then,
He just kind of seems like a Memphis player, though.
He
Honestly,
does have, yeah. Like I guess you got to wonder how Brandon Clark fits in, if at all.
Yeah, I guess like on Basketball Reference, the only center listed last year was Jaren Jackson, so he immediately becomes the tallest player on that roster.
Is he like the third tallest guy in the league at this point already?
Yeah.
who's taller?
Wemby.
What's he? Wemby's taller, but besides Wemby, is him and Boban the same height?
Oh yeah.
I don't know who's taller between Boban and
I
him.
like this bet. I like it.
You do like it?
I do like it. It feels right.
I like it, but I feel like you could have traded down and still got him.
You could have.
Yeah.
I think I like it only because I said it was going to happen in a hypothetical conversation like 20 minutes before it
So
happened.
you want to sound a little smart now?
Yeah.
Put it in the air and it just spoke itself.
Tim knew it.
Okay. Well, now, guys, there's a possibility Matas Buzelis is going to be a Chicago Bull.
You like it?
Love it. Love it.
What do you like about
I thought you're not a Bulls fan anymore.
I'm not.
it? No, you're wearing a dirty Cleveland shirt.
But for the sake of, I think he has the highest floor of anybody in this draft.
Okay.
I think that he has the ability to be an elite scorer. And I also think that if he learns to be a good ball handler, he could be an all-star.
Do you think he will learn those things in Chicago?
No.
Okay. Then do you think it's a good fit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like
Because if you can get
I'm not sure.
Matas Buzelis at 11, there's no way you walk away from that. There's no way you walk away from that.
Okay.
I agree.
Whatever they do, it's going to be wrong.
I still can't believe Charlotte made that pick, dude.
I know that's the one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Jack and I were texting. I know he said you didn't know if he loved the Reed to Houston fit, but I just think you could not take Reed at 3.
Yeah.
I don't like the fit either.
I feel like
But
this.
I think he was probably the best player available. But
Yeah. I think this has to be Connect here at 10.
I think so too. By the way, we've not talked about this at all. New Jazz uniforms, love them. 10 out of 10, nailed it. Big fan.
yeah, those are fire.
Yeah,
Purple?
they brought back the mountain.
Oh, they brought back the mountain?
Hell yeah, they brought back
Oh,
the mountain.
No, man. I want that. I need that. Give me the.
You want the music note?
Yeah, I need a music note, man.
So they have a black mountain too, like a black jersey.
Okay.
It looks sick.
I mean, I did have a purple mountain 1997 Utah Jazz starter jacket at one point in my life because it was cheap at Value City.
Let's see what they're doing here.
With the 10th pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Cody Williams.
Oh, that's a really good pick.
Do you like him?
Chicago
Hey,
can get
pal.
their guy.
What's up?
How are
What's
you?
up, Donnie?
Doing all right? How are you? Hey, Parker. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Chicago can get Buzelis.
They can get Buzelis. I would.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would. That's a great. Jack, you not excited?
Wait a minute.
I just-
Is Dalton Connect going to go to OKC?
Let's see. We're okay. First off, I should ask
Oh, I
Jack.
wasn't even thinking Cody Williams got drafted right before OKC had a pick.
Oh, dude, that would have been cool. Yeah.
Didn't even think about that either.
They're
Yeah.
not.
I really like Utah's young talent. I really, really, really like this pick for them. All right, Jack,
There-
you're in
there
the
were
homeland.
There were 0 situations or scenarios in my mind where I thought Buzelis would get to 11. So now I'm not really sure what to think.
I know. Oh my-
Right.
what are we missing
He-
here? Because everything
got-
was like he's like learning to be a ball handler away from being a really good NBA player.
See, like I do really like Buzelis, but I also really like Connect, and I also texted you. I also really like Walter out of Baylor, who I
I
thought was
really
a
like
good
Jacoby
guy.
Walter.
Like Walter.
So now I don't know, like any of those 3 I'm happy with. I'm probably happier with Buzelis just because the ceiling's so much higher.
Agreed.
But any of those 3 I wouldn't be mad at.
Donnie, what do you think so far? Anything besides Tejan Salon going to Charlotte really shock you?
I don't.
Zach
I was
Edey
kind
at
of
9.
surprised to see Edie. Yeah, I knew they wanted a center, but I figured they wouldn't reach. Like I
Well, I
thought
called it.
Buzelis, I thought Buzelis was going there.
I called it a mere
Clingan was gone.
15 minutes before it happened.
Donnie, I gotta ask, how did you celebrate the Celtics championship this year?
I went to bed.
He's like, I gave my credit card to Fanatics, and then I went to sleep.
They still do that.
I trust me, I want it. They're coming out with a Funko with the Funko 5-2 with
Oh yeah.
with the Jays, Al, White, and Drew, and I want it, but it's like $100, and I just
It's pricey.
Is the secret to
Yeah.
winning an NBA title trading for Drew Holiday now? Is that the thing? Have Drew Holiday on your team in the East and you win the title?
Yep,
I
that's
think
right.
so.
works for me.
Yeah. Well, they signed him to an extension.
He's here for
right?
another 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna go to commercial with the Bulls. This is like every year the Bengals pick. They always go to commercial before the Bengals pick.
I think Holiday will age well too.
I do too.
Like
Yeah.
I think he'll still be really good for 3 more years, 4 more years, whatever it is. I still think he'll be good, especially since his role now, he's not nearly asked as much as he was in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
True.
being the 5th option on offense is massive for him.
So the Bulls pick is in. Who is making sure they're not looking at their phones besides me?
I'm not.
Okay.
I turned off my notifications too.
Same. Same. Jack, do you
Watch
know
it
what
be
it is
Devin
yet?
Carter.
I'm not looking. I'm just like I've been through this so many times before. I'm just
Yes.
refusing to say anything until I can like actually have a coherent thought.
What if it's Bronny?
I'd cry and leave. I'm so serious.
I will literally walk out of here.
So Jack, do you like getting Josh Giddey?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
It makes sense considering like Caruso doesn't fit the timeline and like we get a young guard to go put next to Kobe.
Mhm.
It's also just like that brings a lot of outside of basketball attention right now that I don't think we need any more
I
of
agree.
in
I
Chicago.
agree.
Yeah.
That, and then I just don't understand how you like. I know like Simmons and Rosillo were like talking about how Chicago did well with the trade. You got to get a pick from OKC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also read something that like we turned down a pick that would have been in the
Sacramento?
top 10.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they turned down Sacramento for 13.
Yeah, which
Ooh.
like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But Giddey, we know what we have with him, I guess.
Yeah,
Like he's a guy who is a 10.7 assist guy on a night-to-night basis, which you put that next to a pure scorer in Kobe. I don't hate.
I agree with that.
And obviously, you didn't know how the board was going to fall. If you knew you could have had like 2 of Connectin
Yeah,
or Buzelis, like yeah, you'd take it in hindsight, but it's hard to know how the board's going to fall in
This
the moment.
watch him take Bub.
there's
they
a
broke-
lot of guards.
Since they broke
I
up
would
with
love
them,
that.
since I broke up with them to join Cleveland, they're gonna take the guy I want for Cleveland. This was gonna
I was
happen.
going to say you got that hoodie off fast.
I've had this for a while actually. I went to LeBron's last year. I went to a Cavs Bucks game. It was the first time I saw Giannis in person, and I was like, "This place is sick to see a game."
I want to see him in person so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Real quick before they go back from the commercials break, I figured out I've done my research, and we're going to talk about this through the summer. I figured out the 4 teams with the best chances to medal in the Olympics this year. So the U.S. obvious,
Yeah.
France
Mhm.
because 1 they're in France, 2
Yeah.
they have Wembanyama and Gobert, 3 Canada, that roster's sick,
Yeah.
and 4 Australia. Yeah.
Not Germany.
I do like Germany.
Not Serbia?
I don't
I was
think
going to ask about Serbia.
Serbia's got to play America in the first round.
European
do.
Dennis Schroeder,
okay.
though, is like a different breed.
That's
of
a good
Dennis
point.
That's true.
That's what I
That's
texted
true.
you.
That's true.
Schroeder. He turns into like he was the best player in the world last summer. Seriously,
So-
he was.
About that.
France has Teo Maledon on their roster, and I was like, international Teo Maledon is so much better than NBA Teo Maledon.
No,
I
like
forgot
it's true.
Maledon
Some of those
existed.
players are just
That's
much
the
better
first time
with
I've heard
those
Teo
rules.
Maledon come up in conversation in about 2 years.
Right.
Is he
It'll be the
still
last
on the
time.
Hornets?
I
You see,
think
Killian Hayes didn't even make it past the preliminary
Yeah.
cut.
I did.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a Pistons move and a half, isn't it?
Yep. If you're wondering why Monty Williams got fired,
He was giving that guy Jaden Ivey starting minutes, like playing him more than Jaden Ivey.
yep. And then they waived him and nobody picked him up. It's just sad.
Especially, you're bad when you're 22 and nobody picks you up. Like, you were
Right,
a
not
top
even as a flyer.
8 pick.
So
Yeah.
the
Not even
Bulls-
the Wizards picked him up.
The Bulls have so many lanes here to make a good pick. How are they going to screw this up?
They're gonna take Johnny Furphy.
Johnny Furphy. You're absolutely right, Dottie.
That kind of does sound like a Bulls selection there.
What are they showing these?
No, we need a Mike Dunleavy type player. That's our guy.
Who's that? Who'd you say, Jack?
I said, let's get Johnny Furphy. We need another Mike Dunleavy Jr.
That's right.
Keep him coming.
Actually, for some reason that year that Dunleavy played for the Bulls, I like balled out with him in 2K that year because he was just awesome off screens.
That was one of the first years I started watching the Bulls, and that was like right when Rose got hurt again, and DJ Augustine was our point guard.
Dude, he was fun.
I loved DJ Augustine.
He
DJ
was
Augustine
so fun.
My guy.
I don't have fond memories
I
of
like
the
the
Bulls
Nate
teams.
Robinson.
Sorry.
The Nate Robinson team was fun.
They beat the Brooklyn Nets in that series. Oh my god, so fun.
Come on. Okay, we know. 84 class,
Wow.
yes. Don't say anything yet. We're getting it now on our TV.
Sorry.
Longer than
Sorry.
anybody.
Still waiting on the pick.
Sorry.
Oh!
There we go.
I had
There
to
they
stream
go.
it.
I love it. I love it for them.
Wow.
That's
Not-
like best case
not for-
scenario.
Not for you since you're not a fan anymore.
Not
of the
anymore.
team.
No, we broke up. We broke up. It was them. It wasn't me.
I thought OKC was gonna luck out here.
Dude, that is best case scenario for the Bulls. That is without a shadow of a doubt
I love
best
that
case
swing.
scenario. Yes.
He could have went like 3 or 4. Seriously.
Yeah. That
He
is
definitely looks. Is it just me, or does he actually look bigger than the G League season already? Like, it looks like he's packing on muscle to me already.
he's put on muscle.
And that was one of his biggest concerns.
How old is this kid?
19.
19.
He's crying.
His suit's too big.
Yeah.
This was a guy who literally
03 throwback.
last year people were talking about him being the number 1 pick.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My only concern with him is where does he fit into the lineup?
Oh, well,
So my guess is this is the end of Patrick Williams and DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, I guess it has to be.
I
Do you
don't
think they blow up the roster?
they should. I just don't know if they're going to find a trade partner for Levine. I think we're going to be having this same conversation at the draft next year.
Just banish him to Detroit. Be done with it.
Yeah, just be done with it. And I love Levine. I think Levine was better than he's been treated, but also it's
He was bad last year, though.
he was really bad last year.
Yeah,
I
he
agree.
was. He
Yeah,
was.
last year
Yeah.
he really
he was
was.
bad last year. Other years he was good, yeah, but last year he was bad.
But man, if
But then
you-
I almost feel like, Tim, I almost feel like if you blow it up, then you're just the Trailblazers in the East, like Kobe White's Anthony Simons. Like, is he really your number 1 option?
so
Like,
yes, you do it because if you
'cause
blow it
he's
up,
like he doesn't really fit the like. How old's Kobe White? 24.
yeah. But
Mhm.
at that same point, as we've been talking about for weeks already, if you're picking the top 10 next year, no matter who you get, you win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, if I mean,
It's
if they,
a really good.
if they
top
get
of the
Dylan
class
Harper next year and you have Matas Buzelis, you feel pretty
Yeah.
good about the Bulls for a couple of years until the front office steps in. It's like the Reds.
Yeah.
Dude. This is like,
OKC's gonna get Connect.
yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
Wild. I mean, getting
That's just
Caruso.
crazy.
Dude, they got Caruso and they're going to connect.
Oh god, what a team!
If
And
they
they're not
hadn't
done.
gotten Caruso, I'd say this might be a sneaky McCain spot because Isaiah Joe's extension's coming up and McCain can shoot. He's got the character stuff. But since they got Caruso, I'd be shocked if they don't take Connect.
Buzelis said he wanted to be there. Did they even work him out? Do we know this? Has this been confirmed?
Chicago kid. So they,
I don't-
Where's he from? Where did he grow up? What school or what area? Is he from Chicago? Where's he from?
Buzelis? No, he was an international guy, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I thought he
no.
was, yeah.
Chicago.
Not in high school and stuff. Like, no, he grew up over here. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did. He's from.
Pretty sure he grew up over here.
Oh,
He's Lithuanian, but he's
Hinsdale Central High School. Where the hell is that?
Matas went to Hinsdale Central?
Yeah, told you. Chicago, Illinois.
No
Yeah.
way.
Bro,
oh,
he's,
okay.
he's at Portillo's. Come on now.
That's,
You guys just heard the name and said he was international. I knew he grew
I had
up
no
here.
idea he went to Hinsdale. That is fully on me.
Yeah, he has no
That's on
accent or
me,
anything.
yeah.
I think just his family's like from.
I
somewhere.
cannot believe they got Matas Buzelis. I cannot believe it.
At 11.
Well, if you're
They-
happy, I'm happy.
They lucked out so hard for the first time in draft history. Dude, this is awesome for them.
So are you gonna take off that sweatshirt though?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, I don't know. If the Cavs take Keyshawn George, maybe. But anyone other than Keyshawn George, I'm happy.
How much are Bulls jerseys going for right now? Just out of
Is that like his younger brother, the kid they're showing crying his eyes out?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
By the way,
Is he a
I think-
future star?
I don't know. I think they did a good job with the draft tab this year. It doesn't look like crap like it has in years
Yeah, I
past.
actually like it.
I thought the Pistons.
I agree.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job with it.
I like the Celtics champions hats a little better, but
Yeah.
these are cool too. Yeah.
That's nice, Donnie. I'm happy for you. How's it feel to know that you guys were just handed a championship because everyone in the East was hurt?
Hey, we were missing our starting center too. Our
I know the banner says
7'3".
who cares, right? I mean,
Ain't
the
no asterisk
2013
next
Heat,
to it.
the 2013 Heat won the same exact way. So
Yeah, no. After 2022, I couldn't care less about the path.
for sure, dude. You shouldn't. You absolutely shouldn't.
That was so sweet.
Okay, can we just
Man.
keep talking about the fact the Bulls just got Montas Buzelis until OKC picks here? until
That's
the pick
crazy.
That's
I can't believe
It
It
is.
is.
It's
I like
crazy.
here.
It is crazy. Like he
Dude.
was just mocked to Detroit at 5 for so much of the process. I thought it was a lock
Yeah, I did too.
when everywhere's reporting it, and it doesn't seem like it's just they're tagging along or whatever. It seems like everybody had good info. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, like Jack texted me earlier, and he's like, "Man, that'd be awesome if they could get like Jacoby Walter." And
yeah. I did not
I
have
would've been-
Montas anywhere near the Bulls. I had him going
Yeah.
like sneakily. I had him going to Houston. I think when I like looked at it the first time.
Wow.
as far as value, this is the best value pick of the draft so far.
100%.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know if you can touch
You guys
this.
just not talking
The
about
worst
it.
is,
No. I'm telling
Worst
you.
is Saloon.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
Saloon or Edie.
I like
Yeah.
Saloon, but like back of the lottery. For
Yeah,
a team
same.
that could wait on him to develop, not Charlotte.
I had Saloon
Who's
as a
been
potential
stuck.
Laker.
Yeah, exactly. And when I saw this, was it Giovanni or Vicini, whoever, mocking him to the Spurs last night, I'm like, wow, that's a reach. And then he went 6.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, well, I guess he's like Wembanyama's best friend, I guess, and they share an agent, is what I saw J. Kyle Mann say this week.
Okay, I missed that.
So what does OKC do now? Now we have to move on.
I got to remember I'm ahead of you guys.
Yeah, I think Sean and I are last on everybody's compared to everybody's TVs. Let's see. OKC, here comes Silver.
I'm sorry, it's hilarious
What?
hearing Tim and Sean react like 30
How is he
seconds
still on the
later.
board?
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't. He can't shoot.
He's hurt.
They're all about dribble, pass, shoot.
Why didn't
I
you
was-
say connect?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why didn't they take Connect?
Wow.
Why didn't
If
you
he falls to the Lakers, I'm gonna be hyped.
Oh my God! If Dalton Connect
Dude.
falls to the Lakers,
If Dalton Connect falls to the Lakers,
17.
It's 17. Okay.
It's not that
honestly,
far.
Sacramento
I'm not
should
gonna be here for
should
that
take a
one.
shot on him. But is
Look
there
at
something? Did he get caught with a? Did he get Laramie Tunsiled? Like, what is happening here?
Larry Tunsil. I was at that
Oh.
draft
How long ago did he tear his ACL?
like a month ago.
I would say it wasn't super long ago. I think he's
He's
going to miss most
walking
of the
pretty
season.
well.
Like he's
Yeah,
good.
he's not like limping. Yeah,
I think he's good. I just don't know if with where they're at, they could
I
they could
like
probably
that.
afford to stash a guy.
Yeah.
It's just
I just if the shot doesn't
You got
come
an ACL
along,
injury.
is he just another Giddy? Like if the shot doesn't come along,
If those shot doesn't come along, they just drafted Josh Giddey all over again.
I have a question. So when you guys, because Donnie's not that much older than me, but when you guys got older than the NBA players, did they not look so young now?
Oh, dude.
'Cause these kids look like they're 12 to me now.
I mean,
Because like they're
yeah.
like 3 years younger than me, so now they look so young.
Sean and I are
For
above
context-
our 30s, so yes.
Parker,
I
But
mean,
I'm saying when you
I
were
mean,
like
shoot,
22, like
these
Jalen Brown and I were freshmen the same year. Everybody looks stupid young to me now.
John
It's
Wall and I-
ridiculous.
John Wall's 2 years younger than me.
Yeah,
Dude, I felt so old the other day. I was texting some friends we were talking about LeBron's the end of his career coming up. I'm like, man, he's been in the NBA since I was in first grade. And they're like, man, I wasn't even born yet when he was drafted. I'm like, okay, I'm
I was in middle school.
Like, bye, y'all. I'm done.
I was a senior in high school when he took them to the finals when they lost to
Okay.
San Antonio.
I was when he was drafted. I was 6 months old.
I think I was 1 year old. I think I was 1 year old.
So we get for getting all these young
I'm 10
kids.
months old.
So you guys have reached unk status.
Yeah, we definitely. I don't know. Could we get arrested for being on this stream with you guys?
Tim, I'll start calling you Unk.
That's fine. Out of the 5 of us, I'm the one with the kid, so I feel like I earned that status. Yeah.
True.
All right. So, what do the Kings do? This is interesting now. This is really interesting. Is Connect's the best player on the board? Do they go like?
Just
Do they go like Jared McCain? Like Jared McCain's a backup
Jared
guard would
McCain
be
could work,
great.
but they just re-signed Monk, so
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
But Monk's a
Connect kind
starter.
of fits, doesn't he?
Connect definitely fits.
He's clearly the best player left on the board, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not close.
I mean, I feel like I've been saying this for like 5 picks, but Connect has to be the guy here. Like,
He's gonna fall
That's
to the
true. We've been
Heat
saying it
watch.
for a while now.
What if I ever told you guys he isn't?
Ooh,
Do you hear me?
Jacoby
He's
Walter
gonna fall
could be
to
a
the
sneaky
Heat.
fit.
They get trade. Does the trade?
No, I'm just saying he isn't.
Did he kick someone's dog or something yesterday?
He had to have kicked several dogs.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
Okay, if it's not him,
I mean, when Klingon dropped,
Maybe Filipowski. Like,
I would.
if it's not a wing,
I would hate Philip Kelsey taken anywhere in the top 20. Specifically 20. Don't go 20.
Nah,
I'll take him at
if he's
30.
a Laker, I'm gonna
I'll
be
take him at
pissed.
30. Like, oh,
When I watched when I watched Zach Fremantle take him off the dribble and get to the rim, I was like, okay, maybe this guy probably shouldn't play in the NBA.
You know what would be funny if McCain ends up a Laker? You're gonna have LeBron post
I
game
would love
TikToks
that
with
for
Jared
them.
McCain. LeBron's gonna
actually,
do
that'd be a
TikToks
nice
with
fit.
McCain.
Actually,
I would like that fit as a player too, but I just think it's hilarious, like Jared McCain in that locker room with LeBron.
I would hate it as a Celtics fan, but yeah.
By the way, this kind of turned out awesome that we were able to do this. So thanks for coming on a few minutes, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah. Hang out as long as you want. We're gonna Parker and I will be here through the first round. Sean's leaving here in a couple picks, so
I'll be able to stay on as long as y'all have me.
I'm running this joint. You can stay on as long as you want. Blue Wire just told me I got to have a 15-minute recording up every week, and we're at an hour and a half. So
Yeah, this.
So you're
podcast
good for
is gonna
6
go
weeks.
3 hours.
yeah. So Jack, how excited are you for Miami football? They look like they're gonna be good.
I mean, it's the MAC. You know, it's one of those things where it's like everyone could be good,
Yeah.
but the portal's been a lot of fun. The offense looks really good.
It does.
I'm really sad we lost Gage, but I mean, we've got probably the best quarterback in the conference coming back, a Purdue running back coming in, and I think 8 out of 11 starters returning on defense. Last I looked, so
I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be a really fun year in Miami, Ohio sports.
oh my gosh, I know.
Basketball team's gonna be really good.
Basketball
Like
just
the
landed
building
a
there.
great
yeah.
player yesterday too,
Yeah.
and Trey Perry.
Oh, here we go.
All right. Where are we going here, Kings?
Okay.
Dan Hurley. They selected Dan Hurley.
Okay. That's odd.
Mm.
2024,
I agree.
the Sacramento Kings select Devin Carter from Providence College.
Hey, I called that too.
I love Carter. Don't get me wrong.
Oh.
I love Carter. I just
Nah.
didn't know about another guard.
Yeah.
How many guards
Yeah.
they have?
I didn't see that.
19?
I mean, they definitely though like want more of like a hard nosed player in Sacramento.
Oh yeah, he's a nuclear athlete.
Yeah,
Defends
because
like
Mitchell's
crazy.
been kind of a bust.
Yeah,
Davion
he has.
Mitchell, so
Son.
That's my
Yeah.
worry too, though, is that Carter is a lot like Mitchell. Like, did they just do what the Thunder just did? Like his shooting sucked until this year.
Well, first off,
Yeah.
he played.
30.
How dare you? He played in the best conference in America.
He did.
All right.
He did.
So-
he definitely
But-
did.
He was the
He
best. He
definitely
was
did.
arguably the best point guard in the best conference in America.
I'd say he was.
Was he better than Kolek in college?
I For the
This year-
defensive
this
responsibility
year-
he had, yeah, I would say
NBA
so.
player, I agree. NBA player, I absolutely agree.
Just because
Adam
he did
Pollock.
just because when Hopkins went out, he did everything.
That's
for that
true. He
team.
did.
Yeah.
God,
And they
if Bryce-
still should have made the tournament.
If Bryce Hopkins doesn't get hurt, is he drafted tonight? I think he is.
Yeah.
He might be, yeah.
And this
Yeah.
year's
'Cause
draft,
he was
he would have
supposed to
been
be
like
he
a
was supposed
late
to be the
first
best
round.
player, yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't think
get
I
me
would have
wrong,
made the pick.
I like Carter, but I just don't know about the. I would have loved him in Washington, who's picking next, but
Oh, yeah, that's right, because this is the Avdia trade.
yeah, it's still so stupid the way the NBA does this. Is this the
I know.
second time we've seen Desmond Claude get cooked in prospect packages tonight? They did with Castle too.
Well, next year in the Big Ten,
They
I'm
had
really
on those
curious to
one
look-
like yellow and blue uniforms on in the
Yep,
clip I saw
yep.
earlier of him getting cooked.
Yep.
what it was going to look like in the Big Ten next year for him.
Ooh.
I
I mean,
think
it's Musselman, so.
I think he's going to do well.
Oh, another time he got cooked. Oof. Not a good night for Desmond Claude. Honestly, I kind of like him in that with Musselman.
I do too.
Like,
I like that USC team.
yeah, I kind of like it. I hate to admit it, but yeah, I kind of like it. I think he landed about as good a situation as he could have.
Yeah. All right. So, what does the Wizards do here? What dumb thing are they going to do? Oh God,
Yeah.
Devin Carter was just compared to Chris Dunn.
Yep. I just saw that. I was going to say that.
I remember when he was supposed to be a Celtic and would have been the best point guard on the roster.
So the year before the Bulls make the trade, the Chris Dunn, Laurie Markin, and Jimmy Butler trade, they almost made that trade the year before.
Literally.
Really?
Yeah, because they really wanted Chris Dunn, and then they made it the next year on draft night.
After he had shown that he wasn't very
I'm
good.
a
Yeah, it
curious.
worked out.
How do the Wizards do something extremely stupid here?
Yeez Misi.
Yeah, that was my first thought. He's just
I don't think he's
redundant with
bad.
Star. He'd just be like a worse version.
Repetitive,
Of Star,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Because
Yeah.
I don't want. I feel like Connect goes to the Wizards, he's just gonna suck.
Yeah,
If he
Like,
ends up a
Connect-
Wizard, like
Connect goes.
It's
to
just
the
hard to.
It's dangerous.
it's hard to
Dude.
see a Wizard being good. Like I mean, Avdia was good
Dude.
though. Denny Avdia's
If-
been pretty good.
He has been. He has been. That just feels like a steep price to pay for him.
I'm just trying to figure out where Washington's going to flip Brogdon. Like what team? Because a lot of teams could use a Malcolm Brogdon.
Actually,
Okay.
I don't.
And he's
I-
had the year off, so for the most part, like he wasn't doing hard minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were just like at the beginning of the year they played him a little bit, and then once
Yeah.
they started losing every
Yeah.
night, they're like, hey,
Exactly. It was like a Horford OKC thing.
yeah.
Miami's gonna get Connect. I can feel it.
That's
Dude,
true.
if
Steal.
Miami or Philly gets
It'll be
Connect,
Miami.
I swear.
I feel it in my bones.
That Connect feels like a 76er to me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
If either one gets him, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
What? You just won the
That's the
title.
league screwing up.
Yeah, you don't
But
have-
why make
you
it
get
harder
pissed
than it
about
has
anything.
to be on
Enjoy
us to repeat?
yourself,
Why?
Johnny.
Just let us have our back-to-back. Go spend your year
No,
watching
enjoy
prospects
yourself.
for a much better
Back-to-back.
draft and let us repeat. I want
Yeah.
banner 19. I want banner 19. It's been so long since we won a title, man. Come on.
Oh yeah, 16 years. Tough times.
Sometimes.
Hey,
Let me tell you.
10 days. 10 whole days.
Banner's not up yet, buddy.
True.
Hey,
That is hilarious.
hey, banner's not up, but it's in my heart. That's all. That's all. It is.
That's right. That's right.
That is funny.
Dude, what if Washington took Tristan De Silva?
I like him.
I like him,
I do
but
too,
you
but-
need more upside. Oh, here we go.
Or
By Parker's reaction, that means they did not take Dalton.
Oh,
I mean, like,
oh nope. I'm sorry, Tim.
yeah, no, that's a horrible
Sorry, buddy.
pick with who's on the board. Ugh.
Are they trading?
Oh
signings?
my God.
What is going
No,
on?
the Wizards.
What? Kate is going to the Wizards?
The
Oh, the
Wizards
Wizards,
are
right.
gonna wizard.
The Wizards.
It's just
When
Oh
you said
my
how
God.
could the Wizards
I don't
screw
know-
this
I
up,
don't know if
he
I
wasn't
hate it.
even in my in my mind's eye of how they could screw this up.
I know.
I
Yeah,
don't know if I hate it though because he's raw. That's the same kind of thing as Sar.
Yeah, but they already have Tyus Jones.
Is Tyus Jones stopping you from drafting anybody though?
Probably not.
I like the upside swing.
Yeah,
but
Tyus
yeah,
Jones
I don't
just
know.
looks like the best backup you can have. I feel like he's just
Yeah,
an elite.
him
backup.
and his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them. Trey's gonna be the same way. Like as he develops more and more, I feel like.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. My lottery is over.
All right, I'll walk you up. I'll be right back, guys.
See
Talk
you,
amongst
Sean.
yourselves.
See you guys.
That's it.
That
I'll
pick's
take this.
horrible.
I don't know if I hate it. I don't love it, but I don't know if I hate it. Where did my
I mean,
laptop's dying?
I just think it's another I think it's a bad pick for the Wizards, like of all teams. Like
That's fair.
you
Like
struggle developing players. I would go after sure things.
I don't know if I want him learning from Jordan Poole, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's literally he's gonna be learning from Poole. What's up, Sydney? I can't pull it up in the chat. It's Tim's the leader, so I can't pull it up. But what's up?
Yeah.
Bub in the lottery, yeah. A little bit shocking. A little bit shocking, but still not as shocking as the Hornets pick. That pick was so shocking.
Honestly, I might have preferred Carrington for 6th than Saloon. Like,
yeah. After looking at it, I mean, you guys said it, like it does make a little more sense with their timeline now, but I mean, still, that's just with the guys on the board. That's an interesting.
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would have rather had Jared McCain. Straight.
I
up.
would too.
But
I just think
if
Jared McCain's like a sure he's going to be a rotational player. Like he's not going to be bad.
He's a shooter, and I know he's small, but he's big. He's strong enough to withstand that. He's apparently
thin,
he checks all
built.
the character boxes. Yeah, like teams love him.
Would McCain go to the Lakers?
I would hate that, but I could see it.
That
Him
just
and,
feels
I would
like
hate it from a
very
Celtics
LA
fan.
pick.
I would hate it from a Celtics fan. Yeah.
Him and Bronny are pretty good friends too.
Yeah,
I know him and Bronny are
okay.
pretty good friends, and then
I just know
they're going to
McCain
take
has like
Bronny, I assume, at 55. So
I just know McCain has a massive like social media following, and that just feels like a very LA pick, even though there's
100%.
no basketball
yeah.
reasoning behind that, but
Yeah.
star power wise.
Yeah, I get it.
that's what I was talking about earlier. Can you imagine him making TikToks with LeBron in the locker room?
Oh my
like, like LeBron and AD post game TikTok. Because I think it's funny how Rich Paul like has been like leaking like stuff that like, oh, LeBron's not guaranteed signing with the Lakers just because like he's trying to get a fatter, longer contract. Like he's 100% coming back to the Lakers.
He's cashing that one last big deal, like PG.
Yeah, he's gonna get one last 3 or 4 year deal, play till he's 42 or 43 and retired.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who takes Bronny in the first round? I don't think anybody's gonna take Bronny.
In the first,
I just think it'll be the Lakers tomorrow with 55.
You know what would be hilarious is Miami taking Bronny.
Yeah.
Like
if I could see LeBron playing anywhere else still, like I could see him. The only other place I could really see him going would be like South Beach. I feel like he'll be in a huge market.
Yeah.
Does Cleveland have a second rounder?
That's
I
a
don't know.
good question.
No, they don't. I just looked.
Okay.
That was going to be my other option. Maybe Cleveland's a Hail Mary.
All right. What did I miss?
Did you see Rich
We're
Paul's
talking about.
bid?
We're talking
Did
about.
you see what Rich Paul
going to
leaked?
Miami.
No.
No.
Well, he leaked yesterday that or 2 days ago maybe, that even if you draft Bronny, it's not a guarantee LeBron's going to go
Oh, I
there.
did see that.
But that was definitely just so nobody else drafts Bronny besides Lakers. That's all that was.
I was cracking up at the what was the conversation where like he was like, well, if we just wanted Bronny that bad, we would have told the Lakers to take him at 17. I was like, but he wasn't in the head coach conversation, but you have this role. Like, what are we getting at here? And look, I love LeBron. Not ever going to take away from it. Not going to lie. But I was like, okay, buddy, what's the controller here thing?
Yeah.
I really just wanted Bronny to go in the first round just because the world would explode. That was like my one goal.
I would love for him to be the pick right here at 15. That would be amazing content.
Agreed.
It would be.
But we know they've got to be taking Connect. Like, if they don't take Connect, I could see McCain.
This feels like Jacoby Walter to me.
I was
I
going to
can see it. Got the character. Scott Drew's constantly talking about he does what it takes to win.
Yeah. By the way, what's up, Sid? Sid hanging out in the chat. Good to see you. Bron,
Yeah,
please.
It's stupid when you go away. We can't drag the chat up to the screen.
I think we're like, I got to talk to the guys to see if we can up the admin space so I can get one of you guys, another you or Sean,
Yeah.
because I think me, Nate, and Joe have it right now. By the way, this has been super fun, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
For sure.
Literally.
Love talking draft.
Probably no one's going to listen to this whole thing, but
Hey man, I listened to Game Theory talk for 2 hours about their favorite prospects today. I don't know. People listen to stuff.
I listen to some boring podcasts sometimes. Most people would think it's extremely boring.
I normally love Game Theory, but if you listen to their episodes regularly, you knew every single prospect that was coming.
I need something fun to pod about because I have 3 months left of this Reds team that are really going to just like ruin my soul.
Would Barry Larkin make a good manager, Tim? There you go. That should get some comments flowing.
True that.
The NL Central is just not very fun right now.
No, it's not.
Shit on Will Benson. That's like every Reds fan's favorite thing to do right now.
I know. I hate it.
I get 100%. But at the same time, why are they not on Jake Fraley's ass just as much? He's been honestly worse. And Benson's like 4 years younger. So like, why are they more on Benson's ass than Fraley? Right. I don't get that.
I want Jazz Chisholm real bad just to bump one of them out. I didn't until you said something on Late Night Reds. I didn't even think about it.
Would you rather have Chisholm?
Oh, that'd be a great fit.
Chisholm or Robert? Or Robert?
Probably Robert for the sake they need more of a right-handed bat, and he'd probably be cheaper than what they have to give up for Jazz.
And I mean, if he's healthy, he's going to hit 35 home runs at least. And Great American Ballpark probably could hit 40 plus.
Jack, you work the Cape Cod League. You know this stuff. Am I getting Condon?
Sounds like it.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, it sounds like everyone's pretty hooked on Bazana at 1.
Which I love him. If Bazana dropped to the Reds, I would not be sad. But I really want Condon.
We got it.
But Condon's going to be a beast. Condon's a problem.
He could be on the big league roster next week. Oh, yeah, we got the Heat pick in. All right. Back to basketball chat, kids. That's why you're here.
What?
Yeah, that's a weird pick.
Whoa.
They just gave Bam the extension this afternoon.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, I forgot. Sorry.
That's why I just said. Whoa.
Sorry.
One more pick fall to me, baby. Come on.
Huh.
That doesn't make much sense.
Do not.
No, this guy's gonna be a freaking.
I was gonna say.
No, Khalil Ware now is gonna
to be fair, I had the exact same reaction when Bam was drafted because they gave Hassan Whiteside the contract like 2 weeks before the draft or something like that.
You know what pisses me off about that draft?
I gotta trust it.
The Bulls picked Wendell Carter that draft, and I said, "Why aren't they getting Bam Adebayo?"
That's fair.
No. I got those drafts mixed up. So
I say, wait, no, yeah, he was the next draft.
He
was the next draft. Yeah,
that was the marketing draft. Okay, so the Bulls were gonna take Justin Patton in that draft. They were like dead set on Justin Patton, and I was like, why are they not taking Bam Adebayo?
That's a bullet dodged.
We all know how that all worked out.
I mean, honestly though, could anybody have predicted Bam would be this damn good though?
Yeah.
No. A center that size. Yeah.
Buddy, I
immediately?
I liked
Kentucky, he could guard all 3 levels.
I thought Miami was a reach at the time. Like, yeah, there was no way. I don't
think anybody saw the elite passing vision and stuff. Though.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's true. No,
Calipari's offense. Yeah,
he's like a Draymond Green, but bigger and way better offensively. Like that's literally like because he's a Swiss Army knife. He does everything. Like I think people thought he would be a poor man's version of what he is right now, but he does everything.
I thought he'd be a poor man's Whiteside, to be honest with you.
This could be like an insurance policy. I just pulled up Bam's injury history, and he missed a lot of games this year.
Oh, yeah. Good point. All right. So while we're waiting on the Philly pick.
Well, like I said, though, he's going to contribute to a Eastern Conference Finals 8-seed victory over the Celtics this year.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
We just won the title, and we still on this shit. Sorry.
Jimmy Butler didn't play.
Sorry, my bad.
None of them got hurt.
We won by 30. It wouldn't have mattered if Jimmy was in there.
Though,
I mean, last year's Heat team sucked too, and they won.
We had plays with his hair on fire 24/7 Drew Holiday last year instead of just Drew Holiday this year.
Yeah.
Like, I love
yeah.
Marcus Smart to death. He's going to come back and get a ring with us next year, but
Real quick.
we needed Drew.
Hey, children. Real quick, before we get to this Philly pick, let's wrap the lottery. Who won the lottery? Who was San Antonio is definitely a winner.
Well, no,
Yes,
they
Spurs
traded.
definitely.
They traded.
Oh, yeah,
Dylan
you're right.
Yeah, but they got arguably the best player in the draft, a great fit alongside Wemby, and they got two future picks. Like,
Those picks are, yeah.
I know they're a ways away, but hopefully they're contending.
Well, are
Cinderella
they?
ship,
They're
I swear.
Timberwolves. They're going to be Timberwolves picks, right?
So value-wise, the Bulls.
They will, but the Timberwolves are in a tight spot, and you would think they'll be better than the Spurs picks because
I was going to say, yeah, I don't know.
All right. So
Let's
value-wise,
go.
the Bulls definitely won. The Bulls
value-wise,
definitely
Bulls win.
Yeah.
Value-wise, Bulls win.
won. Hornets definitely lose.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
Hawks and Hornets as losers.
Grizzlies might be losers. Like, they definitely reached, but he might help them, so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought they would for sure go BPA, and I just don't think Edie was.
Yeah.
And
I'm
dude,
with you.
and
I'll be
I want to
right
be clear.
back.
I do like Saloon, but I would have loved him in a different situation. I just think he needed a better development spot.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't think it's a great fit for Charlotte.
Jack, you've been open. You like Reed. Didn't love the fit in Houston. I understand that.
I do like the pick, but I was going to say I like the Jazz are winners to me, and then the Kings are winners to me.
I agree, especially about the Jazz.
That's
Those are
fair,
both pretty safe, like low or high floor, high ceiling picks for me. So those are two winners for me.
Guys, can we just real quick just go back a few picks and just mention the Bulls got freaking Matas Buzelis?
It's insane value. It's insane
God.
value.
Bro, Jack, come on. You've lived in Chicago your whole life. Like that guy for sure is a Portillo's guy, right?
Oh, I'm just still like I'm so used to being so depressed after
I know.
the NBA drafts. I'm still not really sure how to react. Like I remember sitting at a Mexican place when we drafted Pat Williams and like falling to the floor like, who is this guy? Because we passed on Obi Toppin. Granted, that didn't exactly work out how I wanted it to, but point still stands.
Yes, Sydney, the Bulls did not mess it up. History was made tonight.
I put out on my Twitter a little while ago, and I said, for the first time in years, I'm excited about a Bulls draft pick. I think the sky might be falling.
Yeah,
I got changes now. Sean's not here.
Even if Buzelis like is a bust, even if it doesn't work out, you have to take the swing there. Like he's got tremendous upside. At 11, you weren't getting a better option.
All right, I'm back.
We missed you.
All right.
Anything happened?
Who won the lottery? Who
Yeah,
were
we're
the winners and losers.
We said this. I was here for that.
Mhm.
I said loser Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's true.
I really, really, really like the Spurs getting Stephon Castle. I
love that fit next to Wemby.
Yeah, I definitely like
especially if the shot comes around.
Yeah, dude. Defensively, he's so good. On top of Wemby being so good defensively.
Yeah. That's
it's
what
just-
I was pre-draft. I was kind of wanting him to trade with Houston and go up and get Reed because
Me too.
The Spurs are one spot that the on-ball defense for guards isn't going to matter as much. But at the same time, you take some of the pressure off Wemby getting a good perimeter defender in Castle. Like he doesn't have to be everywhere all at once.
Connect's been best available for like 6 picks now.
I know, man.
Or
He
since
might- It would be
Buzelis
such-
was taken.
He might be a Laker.
Is he a Morey pick though? Because Morey doesn't seem to like. If I remember correctly, he doesn't like older guys that much. And Connect's like 23, right?
He also doesn't draft
he's
white
older.
dudes.
He was a transfer portal guy.
Right. Yeah, he went Northern Colorado before Tennessee this year, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
so.
Yeah.
Dude, Dalton Connect's going to end to the Lakers, isn't he?
I would cry.
It's looking like it.
I would be so mad.
Hold on. The Sixers have the picks in. All right. We're at 6 seconds on the clock.
We'll see when Silver gets up there.
Watch it be Tyler Kolek.
Is it a
Yeah,
trade?
he's not up there on our screens yet either.
Yeah. Dude, if it's Kolek, I mean,
No, they
I would
can't
laugh
be.
so hard. That'd be such a reach.
Sydney, we're all surprised the Bulls got it right for once. But
kind of upset the second round's not tonight too.
I know.
I hate that. I know they're trying to squeeze money, but who's going to watch at 4 o'clock on a Thursday?
So I guess the presidential debate's tomorrow. Yeah, we will.
You will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we will.
I
I don't
will.
have a whole lot else to do tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm filling in for I'm doing the Riverfront Red show tomorrow. So during the thing. So I'm like, all right, I'll do your show, but I'm also going to be watching this.
Yeah.
I gotta see if Trenton gets picked.
All right. He's up there.
All right. Come on. By the
They're
way,
just telling us stuff we already know.
yeah.
Oh, come, just announce the pick.
As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Portland Trailblazers are trading
Okay.
the Wizards the draft rights to Bob Carrington, the 14th pick.
Let's see.
And with the 16th
Here we go, guys. I'm about to be caught up.
2024 NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jared McCain from
Okay.
Don't connect.
I
Should
like-
be a Laker.
I like McCain, but why are you not taking Connect?
He's
Are you
not the
that
most
confident you're
random
getting,
guy
like,
to
Paul
fall
George or
to.
something?
I
He's another wing.
This is a great pick for the Sixers. I really think this is a great pick.
Yeah,
I
can't
really
disagree.
like McCain. Don't get me wrong. I think he's going to be in the league a long time.
Dude,
He just,
he is a
if they're trying to
11-year
maximize Embiid, I would
If
have
he's
thought Connect
healthy-
would have been the better choice.
If he's healthy, he's an 11-year NBA player.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah,
All right,
he's going to
now-
get 3 contracts at least.
How do I do the focus here? All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead. Can I? We're all gonna watch Parker now.
What's up?
The Lakers are on the clocks. We're all watching you now.
I was about to say.
Sid
They
said,
better connect.
Oh, what
So-
was said about Bob Carrington?
So his draft rights were traded for Denny Avdia. He's going to the Wizards from Portland.
Yeah.
Which I love Bub Carrington. It's the only thing from Pittsburgh I've ever said I liked. So
I like Blake Henson as a late second round pick or mid second rounder if you can get him
I
there.
like John Hughley.
oh yeah.
Well,
I
we
do
had
like-
talked about this, Tim. For tomorrow, I genuinely am curious who's going to get Justin Edwards because he could be a steal of this draft.
I think so too, because he was
Legitimately.
so good the last month of the year.
Yeah. And he was number 1 or number 2 player coming out of high school. Just wasn't great in college, but all the tools are there.
Yeah, it's BJ Boston, but better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I did not think BJ Boston was going to be bad. I in no way thought that.
I love ESPN showing a highlight reel of Jared McCain's social media before showing any actual basketball.
Oh, he plays basketball too, guys.
Yeah.
He's one of the
That's
actually like
sensation.
fundamentally sound players in this class too. It's not like Ricochet where it's like he can defend, but guys, he can't dribble at all.
Dude, I have literally said that Ricochet has, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, has a lot of Darko Milicic to him. Everyone thinks
Yeah.
he's like this
Wow.
3-and-D shooter who can just like take over games, but he has no physicality and has like, like
Well-
what I understand, has not handled pressure very well.
What
If
I'll
he
say is
could-
one of
if he
these. Go ahead, Donnie.
I was gonna say if he could dribble at all and didn't look like me out there trying to dribble, I would have more confidence in this. But like you can't. Like what do you? How
hasn't
are you
been
taking that dude number 1?
Yeah, I mean, it's Atlanta, but like, I think when people are like, it's the Hawks,
Yeah.
which I agree, the Hawks do a lot of dumb things, but they've also drafted pretty well for about a decade and a half now.
And if they
Yeah,
were
they
making
don't
this
draft
pick at
bad.
10, and if they were making this pick at 10, I wouldn't hate it.
Right.
It's the fact that it's at 1.
But like you also don't need him to dribble.
True.
Like you've got ball handlers, you need him to be a 3-and-D guy, and if he's that, then
I mean, yeah, now, but what happened? Because it feels like the breakup is coming between Murray and Young, right? Like who's going to take over secondary
Who's going to the Lakers?
at that point?
True.
Oh, pick is in.
Pick is in.
I don't think they're gonna take Connect.
Dude,
last
you know,
year's
Connect-
Chino pick scarred me. I'm gonna be honest. That scarred me.
Yeah, that was a bad pick.
That's fair.
That was a bad pick.
Oh, so
I
that
just
means
feel like
they're
they're gonna draft
taking
another
Tayshaun George,
freshman
right?
that's not that good.
Isaiah Collier.
They could have had a. I wouldn't be mad at Isaiah Collier. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Stay in
I
Southern
wouldn't be
Cal.
mad at that. Yeah,
Him and Bronny
could-
together once again.
Yeah.
he could take some of the playmaking off of
Look
LeBron
at
too.
that.
Like
JJ's ready with the pick.
ooh.
They should have JJ
Oh,
make the pick,
JJ
actually.
pick.
JJ just gave Kurt Rambis a handshake.
Is he in sweats?
How's he looking a Laker? Like zip up? Is it good
Yeah.
look?
Kind
Yeah.
of looks clean. I'm not gonna lie.
Nobody looks
Yeah.
good in Lakers gear. Let's be
Well,
real.
after
Nobody
seeing him in
looks good
Clippers gear
Lakers
for years, it's just a weird.
It is weird. It is very weird. I'll say he looks better than on Clipped. I'll tell you that.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
That's
might be-
hilarious.
I watched the first 2 episodes and tapped out. Has it gotten any better?
No,
I have no idea.
No,
no, it's
It hasn't
gotten
gotten any
worse.
better.
it's horrible.
Once I saw
watched,
Once I saw
Go
Steph
ahead.
Curry was chunky, I was like, I can't
Yeah.
watch this.
Yeah.
no, the Jamal Crawford's the worst. It's
Jamal-
the most
It's so
generic
bad.
black guy ever, and they just said he's Jamal
It's so
Crawford.
bad, man.
No, it's
so
Jamal
bad.
Crawford
into,
said
like-
he was like, "When was my hairline that crooked?" He's like, "I was always known for having like one of the best hairlines, and this guy's got a crooked, like, terrible hairline."
I tuned out after I saw Glenn Davis, and I was like, God, they've
No,
gone way
Big Baby
too
Davis is bad. Here it comes.
Yep, you're walking up to the podium.
Oh, they're talking about Dillingham traded.
Everybody knows Adam.
What
I
if
like
he
that
knows
for
is a-
Minnesota. Minnesota's a winner.
Yeah,
Yeah, Minnesota's a winner. Yeah.
for sure.
Honestly, that's a trade I can get behind for both sides.
Yeah.
San Antonio Spurs are trading to the Minnesota Timberwolves the draft rights to
All right, nobody spoil for Tim.
the 8th pick. And with the 17th pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Dalton Connect.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Let's just go ahead and give the Lakers their draft right now. They get a C because they get an A for Connect at 17 and they get an F for Bronny at in the 50s. We can just give them their C now and be
Is
done with it.
is anyone really an F in 55?
Yeah, like, who are
Yes.
like,
Yes, Bronny's an F. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
Shout
If
out
he had
JJ
wait, if
Redick
he
for
if he
taking
stayed
JJ
in
Redick.
if he'd stayed in college another 2-3 years, I would like it.
Well, here's the thing: if he stays in college and goes to next year's draft, he has a lower chance of getting drafted because that draft next year is so
Honestly,
loaded.
I liked his trajectory to be like Devin Carter-esque almost because Carter had a really similar like
Question.
start and they're kind of similar size. What?
I'm curious. So, since he's been like in the rankings for the draft, like not even just like the mock where he's going, but he's been like in like the 55 area, like for the draft, like in like the rankings too. I wonder what would he be if he wasn't LeBron's son?
Still in
As like
school.
just like as like a former 5-star recruit who had a bad freshman year. Like what would he be, you think?
True.
He was a
70s.
4-star? He must have been the highest
He was
4-star
50.
possible.
I thought he was in the 50s. Wasn't
No, he was at McDonald's. By the time it ended, he was in the low, like
he? Let me
21.
look this up real quick. I gotta look up.
Yeah, he was on McDonald's All-American.
Let's preface this by last year's recruiting class was not necessarily the
No, it wasn't.
yeah, but
No, it wasn't. Yeah, okay. Never
But
mind.
this is a
I was
great
looking
pick
at
for the
his
Lakers.
transfer ranking, not his prospect ranking. That's my bad.
the
His
Lakers
transfer
for
ranking
sure.
was bad. That's
This
my
is a
bad.
great pick for the Lakers. This
Yeah.
is an awesome.
Oh
pick.
yeah, that's an A pick. That's an A pick,
Yeah.
and I hate it so much.
I mean, this is just JJ Redick taking JJ Redick.
with more bounce.
This
With
is
more
the same
bounce.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JJ Redick drafting JJ Redick.
it's JJ Redick with bounce.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, okay, this is a fun pick here too because this is a team that literally I think could be an Eastern Conference contender next year with the trajectory they're on. Sean's not
Honestly, if
here.
Connected fall into them, I'd put them as a lock for at least the second round. If Connected fall into them,
Yeah.
If they make a good pick here and then they make some good, they make some good acquisitions, they're a home court advantage team in the playoffs next year.
yeah, I agree.
That's a steal.
Sorry, I know
So.
it is a steal. It's the steal. It's the second biggest steal of the night behind Buzelis.
Yeah. What a great pick for the Lakers, man.
Just a scorer. He's just a scorer.
Playing with
Just gets
LeBron,
buckets.
like
Yeah,
he's gonna be able to stand in the corner and just catch and shoot.
and he's going to be able to stand in the corner, and I think they're going to be creative enough to run him off screens and stuff too. Like Redick is, I think they're going to be able to use him in a lot of fun ways.
JJ Redick is already a better draftee than Darvin Ham. Who should the Cavs take at 20?
They should trade up to
trade up now and go
trade up for Bo Carrington.
I mean,
about
too late now, Donnie.
20 minutes ago.
Just looking at the Magic's roster, what do they need?
I know,
Scoring.
right? Yeah, just more bucket getters.
They just need scoring. Yeah, honestly, De Silva, I wouldn't mind De Silva here.
Yeah,
I think this is a really good De Silva team. I think this is a really good Tyler Kolek team.
I like Kolek here. If you're willing to wait on him, I kind of like Furphy here.
I think this is a really good Baylor Shireman team.
Would this be like a maybe sneaky Justin?
Tim, he's got to
Edwards?
be available.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's a great thought, Jack. I didn't think about that. I think Justin Edwards could potentially sneak into a first round a bit.
This is the range now where we see people that aren't even on like the best available just randomly get taken.
Yeah.
This is the range we'll see that.
Oh, Jacoby Walter, man, he could be a nice fit.
Oh my god.
He's still available. I forgot
he's still there.
Yeah,
he could be a nice fit.
Like I said with the Cavs, with who's on the board, the only person I would be disappointed in is probably Missy and Filipkowski.
Yeah, if you run with Walter, you've got him and Suggs at the 2, which is
I like that pick.
Yeah.
They just made. I like that.
Oh shoot! I don't even.
Man, Parker's got the fastest TV in the West.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
I like that.
I liked
pick.
it.
He'll be ready to play right away.
Yeah.
Look at my
Exactly,
man with his
yeah.
grills. Like, yeah, let's go. Orlando
He's
Magic.
hyped. Dude, with Banchero, I think he's going to take a leap and he's going to challenge for that, like, maybe not upper tier of the Eastern Conference players, but he's going to be right there in that second tier Eastern Conference.
I think
players.
he'll average like 25 or 26 next year.
I think he's primed for a breakout next year.
Donnie,
If not next year, the year after. Yeah, we were just texting about this. Yeah.
We're literally talking about
love
like
Paolo.
taking
I love
like
Paolo.
looking at the best players in the East. So Giannis and Tatum and Embiid, obviously the top 3. Mitchell, Lillard, Brown. I think Paolo's 8 or 9 at this point, maybe. No, Brunson.
I'd say put Brunson in there. I think at best he's probably 8, but man,
I think
I
for
could
the
see a
time
world-
being, technically
see a
DeMar
world
DeRozan's
where-
still in the East, so he's still got to be in the conversation. So is Jimmy Butler. Technically at the moment, they're still Tyrese Halliburton.
I forgot about Hallie.
I would be a lot more inclined to put Butler in the conversation than DeRozan.
I would too.
It depends It depends for Halliburton though, like how, because like first half of the season, Halliburton's like the second best player in the East. Second half of the year, Halliburton's like the 38th best player in the East.
Well, it's like
Legit.
Butler.
And in the playoffs, he turns it back up.
He still wasn't that same player though in the playoffs.
He
early in the
didn't
year.
quite get that level. Yeah, but he definitely improved.
It was like an impression.
Sydney here is Sydney basically
Furphy Raptor.
wants him to take Grady Dick all over again.
I was about to say this is
Yeah.
the second tall white guy the Raptors would take
from Kansas.
From
They
Kansas.
from Kansas.
They should swing
Tall
on
white
this
wing
year.
from Kansas.
If it isn't broke, don't fix it.
Right. Yeah. Keep rolling.
Yeah, but was Grady Dick successful enough to want to run it back? I don't know.
He got a
was
great picture, a
You
phenomenal.
gotta say the picture
phenomenal
alone. The picture alone.
Yeah, he wasn't bad by any means, but he wasn't like great.
Didn't he get optioned
No,
to the
yeah.
G League for a little while?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
Yeah, for a little
Yeah.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with that anymore, though. I think that's pretty common for like if you look at if you look at Jarris Walker was a top 10 pick last year with the Pacers. They were so talented in stretches last year they couldn't play him, so they had to throw him to the G League to get some time.
Yeah.
And also, I think they knew Obi Toppin was going to be good. I didn't think they realized how good he was going to be for them.
Right. And if like the best rookie in the class, Jordan Walsh, was getting most of his minutes in G League, I think we're okay with it.
Jordan Walsh looks like a creative player in NBA 2K.
Dude, I shouldn't be, but I'm still mad they had Colby Jones and traded him away. Like,
I know.
what are we doing here? But the
was it?
Butler grad was never taking the Xavier player. Like, it was never going to happen.
What do you mean?
Huh?
I think they would have.
Quick question: Will Connect play for the Lakers, or will he be flipped for Trae Young in a package?
Oh, I really don't want the Lakers to get Trae Young.
Will it be a
what package
trade?
can they put together for Trae Young? Like what?
They have no
D'Lo opts in. That's how you match the salary, get the salaries close. D'Lo opts in, trade him, and then you got to go a first round pick or two. I think they have 2 picks they could trade, 2 first rounders, and then Connect.
And you could also throw in Max Christie in there too if you need to.
Yeah, Christie.
Is that
they don't?
Speaking of Max Christie, I could see Cam Christie sneaking in the first round.
I don't think
He's
it's
another
worth
guy
it.
I could see.
Didn't he just transfer somewhere? I thought he committed somewhere. Could be wrong.
Cam Christie?
I've been seeing Cam Christie mocked to the Celtics for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, he's in the draft.
I'm wrong. I'm thinking of someone else.
I will say the one thing I am kind of like, I do kind of like that like Reeves is off the table because I do think he's going to get better. I still do think he's going to get better. And I just think he's a winning player, to be honest. Like, I just think he...
Yeah. I like Reeves quite a bit, yeah.
Like, he's never going to be a superstar, but I think he's going to be that Derek White, like, helps your team win. Not that defender, but, like, as in terms of, like, he's one of those guys that's going to help your team win. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Toronto picks in.
Oh, boy.
Talk about a team that got a bad deal. 25 wins last year, and you're picking 19th.
You're right.
I would like to see him try out some point guard, too. For the
Me
Lakers.
too.
Because he handles the ball great, and LeBron already pretty much plays point guard, so it's like...
You know,
didn't he run point at Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Reeves? Yeah.
Yeah, Reeves, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because you remember during the COVID year...
He ran point guard last year for like a month when he went off. That's where he really broke out when D'Lo was out last year. That's when he.
Donnie, do you remember the COVID year they went to Xavier and played in Xavier?
Yeah, that was the game Nate Johnson made like 8 threes or something.
Yeah, because Brady Manick was playing for Oklahoma at the time too.
Yeah, I thought Manick was the better pro prospect watching that game. To be honest with you,
yeah, I did too.
And then he went to North Carolina and balled out.
I mean, obviously it worked, but that's crazy looking back on it. Brady Manick was the better pro prospect.
That's what it looked like, man.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. COVID year was weird though. That was such a weird season.
I will never like to remember that. Sydney says she likes Antonio Reeves.
I like Antonio Reeves in the second quite a bit, actually.
I've seen him mocked to the Celtics in the second a couple times.
I would love that. Just give me any good basketball player at this point. I'm not wanting to wait on dudes to develop.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
Reeves could be thrown in there with injuries right away. He could be thrown in there.
Give me like a Reeves, Cam Spencer, Tim, you were talking about earlier, Tristan Newton.
Love Tristan Newton.
Just give me anybody who's ready. Just anybody who's ready. I don't want to be waiting.
I'm gonna go on this. I'm gonna go on this tangent again. The fact that people are talking about Tristan Newton in the 50s is ridiculous to me. That dude is a plug and play guy. He is a guy who can play in the NBA. He is talented. He was the point guard on 2 national championship teams. That's silly. He
took him over the top because they were a 4 seed the year before he got there, and
also,
he was basically their biggest addition.
He was arguably the best player on this year's championship team. Like, obviously, way more NBA potential the other guys, but he was arguably their best offensive player.
Yeah.
I mean, he ran that system perfectly.
Yeah, he's not Carson Edwards.
Team defender.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's a good, smart basketball player.
He does a little bit of everything too.
Exactly.
Rebounds really well too.
Yep.
Jack, is our guy Cam Kraft going to lead the MAC in scoring this year?
God, I hope so.
I would love to see that for him. He got so unlucky at Xavier.
We used to go watch him play in practice, and he would not miss.
Dude, he was ridiculous.
He fits so well with what Steele's doing. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yep. I would have loved to see him under Steele at Xavier.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
Steele could have made the tournament,
I'm having dreams about like a front court of him and like Ipsaro with Elmer running the 3.
I freaking love Evan Ipsaro. Dude's so good. I think Miami's gonna be really good this year. I'm really excited. All right, let's see what Toronto's doing.
Who we got?
I like it.
Yep.
Good pick. Good
Yep.
pick.
I like it.
All right, fellas. No expressions or anything here at 20. Okay.
Yep. It's your team.
Oh,
Who do you want?
Yeah,
Who do
it's
you
your new
want?
team.
Who do I want? Not Kyle Filipkowski. All right.
Hey, I just want to announce to whoever's watching out there, the newest Cleveland Cavalier fan, Tim Daniel.
All road. I rooted for them in 16 through 18.
Your newest.
Just not, if you wanted to jump on the Celtics bandwagon, the option was there.
I would never.
There was yeah, I know.
I was already rooting for one team named after an Irish thing, and that's enough. So
I was gonna say there's probably a bigger chance of you pulling for USC next year in football than jumping on the Celtics bandwagon.
I don't know. College rivalries don't really mean that much to me. Where like I don't hate other schools. Like, yeah, I don't want USC
talking to an
win.
Ohio State and Xavier fan about rivalries.
Yeah, like I don't want like USC to win the national championship, but if they do, I'm not like it's not gonna ruin my day. You know, I'm not gonna like sit there and be pissed off all night and get drunk and like anger.
Oh no, I was very angry when Michigan won the national title.
I
get that,
you.
though.
When Louisville won the national title, I wasn't like that pissed. I was kind of like, eh.
Well, it doesn't count anymore anyway.
At least it, yeah. At least it made Ohio State get up off their butts and start
Like if
the
my
NIL war chest.
if Miami goes into Notre Dame and wins this year, like I'll be happy that Jack gets to like experience a cool moment. But like I'm not gonna be like F this, I hate this. Except for when they lost to UC. That was like I never want to see Brian Kelly ever again. Yeah.
Donnie, it could have been worse. I'm an Ohio State fan. I got conned by my friends to go to the Michigan watch party in Chicago.
Oh no!
I was told we were finding a quiet place to watch, and it was not a quiet place to watch.
You're an Ohio State fan?
I am.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't really have a good reason as to why, but like my mom is an Ohio State fan. I just kind of got raised that way.
Can I ask you about one thing with
go
Ohio
ahead.
State? What do you think about the reports that they're considering Caleb Downs as the emergency running back?
What? I mean, I didn't see it, and my first thought is just why.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
No.
That was my what are we talking about here?
That's the same reaction I had when I saw the thing that like the Steelers were considering Justin Fields as like the kick return. I was like,
it's in the Madden trailer.
It is in the Madden trailer,
which is even more like insane.
I did see that.
So our guy Kevin Lynch, he's been on here a couple times. Glad you're talking Celtics because I want to call out Parker and Tim. Mid-season, they said Derek White was a top 10 point guard in the NBA, and they both said I'm crazy.
That's borderline all-star Derek White to you.
I never said
I still think you're crazy. I still don't think he's a top 10 point guard.
Well? What does he not do well?
No, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but I still don't think he's a top 10 point guard. He fits a certain system better. Now, are there 10 people I'd rather put on the Celtics? No. At point guard, no. But like, you're starting a franchise. Derek White's not one of your top 10 point guards.
And I'm gonna honestly, I get like that's Derek White's probably like the point guard, but Tatum runs the point.
Yeah,
we know the most. Like he's the de facto
really
guy.
That's what I say about
the point guard. He's the one on offense and the 5 on defense. It's nuts.
Now, if you said shooting guard, Derek White has a much better case. Point guard's just
shooting guard. Yeah, I'll say shooting guard. He's not behind that many guys.
No, point guard's just a loaded position.
It's just in the East, he's behind.
Luka SGA Curry right there, just off the top.
Yeah, say that's the West. Yeah, in the East, he's behind Dame for sure.
Dame,
Mitchell,
Halliburton.
When Garland is 100%.
Yes, Mitchell a point guard, I guess.
That's purely point guard.
Mitchell plays the point guard in half court. Like with
that's true. That's fair.
But in transition, it's a lot more of Garland.
That's fair. Yeah. But either like I love Derek White. That man sacrificed a tooth for the championship.
I
love bald Derek White changed my life. I don't know that I'd say top 10 point guard.
I'm trying to think right now, like if he has a case. I'm trying to think of players. So
if we're talking shooting guard, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, but
sure.
Kevin just sent me this list of Hollingers. They got Shea, Luca, Brunson, Halliburton, Kyrie, TJ McConnell, LaMelo
Yeah,
Ball.
but Kyrie's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. So he's
That's
a-
where the line gets blurred though, because Kyrie can act like if you
Yeah.
throw him at point guard, he's still probably better than if you throw
But
Derek White at point
We're having this
guard.
conversation in
Like,
4 years about Stephon Castle. I don't know if you guys know this or not.
I mean,
yet, but
hell,
we're having this conversation.
like you said though. I mean, that's the same shit though. Like LeBron plays point guard pretty much. So
Right,
it's
yeah.
like
that's
Yeah,
why I don't get caught up in the position rankings much anymore,
There's-
because
If
dudes
you watch
just
a
float
Lakers
all over the
game,
place.
LeBron brings the ball up the floor like 75%.
Yeah.
Especially in the playoffs, it's like 95%. But like
There's a
they-
Right.
difference in point guard and transition. There's a difference in point guard in the half court. It's a huge thing. in the
Exactly. Yeah. Like I would much rather like Drew have the ball in transition than Tatum, but I still want Tatum with the ball in the half court.
Yeah, because the Celtics run a shit ton of high pick and roll, and then somebody doubles
Exactly.
Tatum or blitzes
Yeah.
Tatum, and then he facilitates.
Dude, I went to game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. That behind the back pass he hit to Horford was in the corner I was sitting in. I was like, "Ooh, I'm never gonna see a better pass in person."
So, yeah, because I was at the Cleveland Boston game 4. So the first game Mitchell was out,
Okay.
and I was like, man, if the Cavs could get an offensive coach, Evan Mobley would be unbelievable. They got an offensive coach.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, if he can just stretch a little bit, he's an
Agreed.
all-star.
he was top 10 in the league in postseason scoring.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Like, if
Tim's
he's-
still waiting on like the Evan Mobley breakout. like
Buddy,
he's good. He's very good.
I got 3 houses on Mobley Island.
That's what I'm saying. It just still hasn't happened like offensively yet.
I've got some
Yeah.
commercial real estate there.
I'm definitely not out on him, but I did think the breakout would happen by now.
Agreed.
I think it's going to happen with Atkinson. I really do.
If it's going to happen, it'll happen with Atkinson. Like, that dude got the most out of that Nets team that had no business going to the playoffs.
This is what I said earlier. I said he made D'Angelo Russell an all-star. What is he going to do with Darius Garland?
Dude, and we talked about this too. Darius Garland's down year. If that's his down year, give me the rest of his prime.
Yeah,
That's a
agreed.
great piece to have.
Sydney says, I want a Mobley jersey. I have one. Should I go break it out here in a second? I'll go get it after the I own a Mobley. I also own a Mobley jersey.
I'm still
I've
waiting on
got
my
a-
Drew Holiday and Al Horford jerseys to get here.
Did you DH get him?
Yep.
My dog. I actually bought the Cavs
DH gets
jersey
the only
at
way.
I actually bought the Cavs jersey at the Q.
The only real Fanatics jersey I have is Marcus Smart, and I found it at a thrift store of all places.
Nice.
Oh,
I mean, just
very
brand new. The
shocking
tags
pick.
were still on it. And it fit. I'm like, okay,
Tim, let me know how you feel.
yeah, let us know.
With the 20th pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Jalen Tyson from the
I like it.
California.
Dang it, I wanted him.
I like that pick a lot, actually.
I wanted Tyson, man. I like that pick.
The only thing I'm concerned about is he has a very slow shot. Like, very slow shot.
I'm concerned about the shot, and his defense looked awful at times last year, but that might just be because of the load he had offensively. He definitely looked better on defense at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about like the length of shot because with Mitchell creating so much space and getting so much attention, he's going to get open looks.
It's slightly faster than Kyle Anderson.
It is. I agree. But he's also a really good
Slightly
passer.
less slow-mo.
It
He is-
looks better though than slow-mos. It's just very slow.
He's a good
It is.
on-ball defender.
I think at worst he's a good bench dude
Yeah.
for the next 4 or 5 years.
Like, could he back
Get
up Max
worse.
Strus next year? Sure. I think that's a good situation for him.
Yeah.
Jack, what do you
That's
think of
why
the pick?
I forget you guys still have Amani Bates stashed.
Buddy, I'll never
Do
forget
they?
Monty Bates.
Do you have
When his
Amani
jersey-
Bates stock too?
When his jersey's like $12 here in a couple months because he got traded somewhere else, like to some Europe team, I'll buy it. 21 looks like 21 is the one number that you can put on any jersey and it looks dope. There's no jersey 21 does not look good on it.
True.
That's
Jack,
fair.
Jack, what do you think of the pick?
I honestly don't know a whole lot about it, but like the Cavs have enough depth where like he can play a role and
Yeah.
step in and be a contributor. So I can't say I know too much about him, but I don't hate it.
Question. Did you guys know Amani Bates is 170 pounds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Still,
That's insane.
Buddy,
When
he wasn't with the charge too long.
When I graduated high school at 6'2", I was 170, and I was skinny as hell. So like, that's absurd. Like he's just bone.
No,
Yeah, but you weren't a bucket getter like that. You were good. You were good.
Not to that level.
he played at Miami. I think it was his sophomore year.
Yep.
And he looks every bit of 170. Like, yeah.
That's just crazy. 170?
He's a hooper though, man. That guy can put it down.
What's
I mean, I thought he was going to be the guy. I
Dude.
think everyone did, but
Buzel's
That's
skinny.
That Memphis team with him and Jalen Duren, I was like, oh my God, Penny finally did it. And that team, like, I think we forget how close that team was to beating Gonzaga in the tournament. They were.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. They had him on the
Ellis
ropes.
is listed at 209. So he's 40 pounds heavier than Amani Bates.
Buzelis is going to be that ultimate 2K guy that you trade for no matter what team you play for because you know that if you
He's going to be nasty in a rebuild on 2K.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, when I was doing 2K rebuilds, he was always the guy. I was like, if he falls to me at like 3 or 4, that's the guy I'm taking.
Yeah.
Right. And they got him at 11. Which is I can't get over it. I can't.
That's crazy.
Get over it.
Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I love it.
Sydney going out there with Amani will be an all-star. If you had told me
G League
this,
All-Star?
if you had told me this in 2019, I'd have believed it.
If you told me this in 2021, I would have believed it. That was his last year of high school. I would have believed it then.
Yeah, so you told me that when he was in high school, I'd have believed it for sure.
If you told me that when he was at Eastern Michigan, I'd have believed you.
When he was dropping 40 and they were losing by 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was just a
40
bigger
on
Antoine
12 of
Davis. Is that
41
what I'm hearing?
shooting.
What's up, Donnie?
He was just a bigger Antoine Davis. What I'm hearing.
Oh my God. Antoine Davis was single-handed the most fun kid to watch cover a game because you knew anytime that they got the ball in half court, he was chucking it.
Yo,
No matter
you
where
remember the big push to have them do the CBI, even though they couldn't afford to do it, just so they could break the record.
I sure
I
do.
like this pick a lot.
Dude, how do you have it already?
New Orleans can't really
He's
make
just
a
walking
bad
to the
pick
podium
here.
for me. How did my stream start out ahead of all of you guys and it's behind?
You gotta
Oh,
start
you
hanging out with
know.
us.
I'm getting weird commercial breaks.
Yeah, I like that pick for them.
That is a good pick for them. Yeah.
They need rim protection.
Especially with Jonas is gone, right?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be gone.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, I like this pick. Yeah,
It's a good pick for them. Yeah, I like this pick.
Yeah.
Fellas, sadly, I think this is my last pick. Then I got to hop off.
Well, dude, thanks for coming to hang out with us, man. This was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, I got one more pick in me, then I got to go. But
So you're staying for Phoenix to draft Bronny?
if it happens, I will.
dude. If Phoenix drafts Bronny,
They were plus 700 to draft Bronny.
So you put $10 down to get $70? I think it's worth it.
That's
Well,
actually
technically,
that's,
you get 80.
You're right.
70
You're right.
profit, yeah.
that's unironically
That's true.
great value.
It was
That
like
actually,
a Bronny James prop. It was Lakers to draft him minus 135. Suns to draft him plus 700. Honestly, it's not a bad bet though to like if you're just like if you gamble like that,
Yeah.
you throw a shit ton of money on the Lakers to draft him because I feel like it's gonna happen.
What was his odds to be undrafted?
It didn't have that. It was just Lakers or Suns who will. So if nobody drafted him, I assume you get your money back.
I think it's a push. Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. So I think right now my best prop bet of the year I've made so far, and I think I'm going to be feeling pretty good in October, is the day before opening day. I took Ellie to lead the league in stolen bases.
there you go.
Put $10 down on it.
I have a Ellie future to win MVP. I still don't think it's impossible.
They're going to
I mean,
go
if
on
he
a run.
goes, I mean, if he goes on a tear this back half, he's
Yeah,
already,
the record doesn't matter that much in
I mean,
baseball.
Mookie's hurt.
Yeah.
Bryce
Otani's only
Harper's the
DHing.
favorite right now, and then Otani DHs, so he's like second
Yeah.
behind Harper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's crushing the ball. So,
So-
He hit another leadoff
But-
homer tonight, back-to-back
yeah.
games.
Shout out,
my-
shout out Alec Boehm for being in the MVP conversation for about 2 weeks.
Him and
Shout out,
baseball. How can you not be romantic about baseball?
I know we're talking about basketball, but the Mets have won like 8 games in a row or some shit, and they're back to like over 500 if they win tonight. And
I
that team's
remember when
been
the
a
Reds were in
dumpster
that
fire the
position.
last 2 years.
I remember when
Mets-
the Reds were in that position, though.
Me too,
Yeah,
buddy.
literally.
Me too.
The
There were
Mets,
two.
the Mets made the Cubs look like a triple-A team when they were here at Wrigley. It was ugly the entire weekend. I had zero fun.
Jack, are you coming down for the live show?
I don't think I can make it. No, I'm going to be out
That's
of town.
okay. I won't be mad at you.
Yeah, sorry. I did. It was in the works, but sadly,
It's all good.
I'll be out of state.
Is that when you go to Africa?
It is.
That's dope. I can't be mad at
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
Yeah, I'll actually be in Brussels during the live show. So
Are you gonna play Toto every day you're in Africa?
it's on the playlist, so we'll see.
Just every morning. Do, 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 do.
Just in your honor, I'll make it my alarm.
What time zone is that?
Don't forget to do the cover too.
The Weezer
Oh, yeah,
cover?
you got to have both.
Oh, the Weezer cover's fantastic.
I think it's like Greenwich Mean Time. It's about 6-7 hours ahead.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
That's why, like, when I go to the Bahamas, I was like, oh, I'm only an hour ahead of where I normally am. Okay, that's not terrible.
Yeah. It's a lot more
you
north-south
guys.
difference than it is east-west.
Look at you guys traveling.
I told my wife tonight, I said, so the Sunday that we're on the boat, I have to be in front of a television by 3 o'clock because that's the first U.S. Olympic team's game against Serbia. And we got to make sure Jokic does not get to a medal round. Okay, we have to make sure. Like, this is very important.
Priority 1. Nothing else matters.
City's gonna be in Greece during our last show. Don, you coming down from Daytown?
When is it again?
July 6th, 4th of July weekend?
I might be able to.
Yeah. I
We'll
got
have to
Sydney's
see.
ticket to the Reds Tigers game that day. She was very nice to me. So
I'm going to a Dragons game on the 3rd. That should be fun.
I'm supposed to get Jack up there to cover a game.
Yeah, I'll make it up there once I get back.
Yeah.
Love
If
love
Cam
Dragons
Collier's
games when I
not
can
traded
go.
at the deadline.
If Cam
If they trade Cam
deadline,
Collier.
I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I
they're
would
gonna
hate
do
that
anymore.
so much. Honestly, the farm system's disappointed me this year, but
Yeah, it's disappointed everybody. You know, it's disappointed the major league team. It's awesome.
yeah, the whole organization's disappointed us this year.
I looked at the Chattanooga record the other day and went, "Oh, okay, closing my laptop now."
In a shock to absolutely nobody, the Chicago Cubs are losing another baseball game.
Buddy,
The Reds lost another baseball game already. We got you beat
to
there.
the Pirates, okay? To
Lost
the
a series
Pirates.
to the Pirates.
We're
What was
losing
it,
to a
Denzel?
rookie pitcher who's
Yeah,
making his MLB debut tonight. So
What was
Yeah,
the
but you got
status
showed
of
up.
that?
Aaron Judge just hit number 30.
Jesus,
What? Jeez.
You got Shota, all right? So we're not. No one
He
feels
might
bad.
hit 70 this year.
What
honestly.
Shota got a 7-something ERA since he met Camilla and Angel?
Yeah, it's- that picture
I
is
saw
all over
that.
my Twitter every day.
Javier Assad's been way worse recently too, hasn't he?
He's probably been the most consistent, but like
But he
he's
doesn't go deep into starts.
no, I mean
right?
he's a 4 2/3 guy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He doesn't go deep into starts, does he?
No. What do you guys think about the whole Texas A&M coaching thing? Did you guys see that?
That's
Yeah.
it's pretty on
wild.
brand for college sports.
Yeah,
It is, but the fact that everybody's just going to follow him is crazy.
Yeah, especially because now they're going to be in the SEC.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to same conference. Yeah.
It's like Calipari going to Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
Just
And DJ
dirtier.
Wagner following. Yeah.
just far
Way
dirtier.
dirtier because you had a chance to win the College World Series, and we're more focused on burner phones than winning the series.
that's so crazy that came out.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't have doubted that he was just telling his guys ahead of time and like, hey, if you want to come follow me, there's a spot. But doing all that is just a new level.
Well, I just saw their top 2 hitters just enter the portal, like Grahovac
Yeah.
and Laviolette are both in.
Yeah. So which one has the chance to be number 1 pick next year?
Right.
Love
I
it,
gotta
man.
go pee.
All right.
Laviolette's a problem. That dude's gonna be.
That was okay. That
If
was
he's
it,
outside of the top 5, I'll be shocked.
So Donnie, I don't know if you've ever met Jack. Jack is our Miami of Ohio beat writer.
Yeah.
Donnie used to cover
don't think
games with
I
me
know.
at Xavier.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the Suns gonna do here? Oh! This is going to Denver? Denver traded up for him?
Okay.
Oh, I knew they promised him, but
Oh,
I thought he was going to go to 28.
I hate this because I don't like the Nuggets, but I love this for Deron Holmes.
That's the perfect system for him.
He's getting a ring. He's getting a ring, Bikes.
He's not great at. I mean, when Celtics got the NBA on lock for the rest of Jokic's prime, right?
Yeah, this apron thing kicks in, and they're paying Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum $900 million.
Hey, once you got the players, all you got to do is pay them. Brad
That's
doesn't have
true.
a problem. Brad doesn't have a problem picking in the second round either. So I think he'd trade him for thirds if he could.
I love Deron Holmes.
I really like this pick.
Parker,
he's-
I was trying to get your attention for about 30 seconds. Deron Holmes. I
I,
had my hands up all seconds.
he's not a great rebounder, but in Denver, that's not going to be what he has to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this fit,
yeah, it's a good fit.
especially if the 3-point shot is real improvement. Like this.
Oh,
is,
we got highlights of him beating up UC to start the clip. I like this even
Oh, poor
more,
Victor
guys.
Lock-in. Poor Victor Lock-in.
Oh man, remember when UC played Miami Ohio in football at Nipper Stadium this year, guys?
I sure do.
I sure do.
I completely forgot about that.
That was a fun day.
I never will forget that.
The fans should have known right then if they didn't what was coming in Big 12 play.
Man, he's gonna be so good in Denver.
Yeah, I love that fit.
Spotting
love that
like
fit.
Aaron Gordon minutes, spotting Jokic minutes.
Yup.
Yeah,
I think
like
he's
that
gonna
a
play.
lot.
I think he's gonna play off both of them super well.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Milwaukee.
You know what I like here? Terrence Shannon Jr. They need scoring desperately.
They do.
They need
He's an
scoring
athlete,
desperately.
Yeah.
He's an athlete.
I was gonna
Good.
say Johnny Furphy, but I like Terrence Shannon more.
That's it. I would like Furphy if it didn't feel like the core was aging as much. Like
Yeah.
Lillard and Middleton are getting up there.
They kind of have a lot of Furphy type players too. Like it's,
What a weird thing to say.
no, but they need somebody who can create their own shot, like really
Yeah.
well.
Terrence Shannon is.
Because right now Pat Bev leads the bench unit off the score.
That's true.
Woof. Woof.
Their leading scorer off the bench is not post player, but a big man, Bobby Portis. That's their leading scorer off the bench. Like,
Hey,
they
don't
need
diss
guard.
Bobby Portis.
Sydney
Don't
says,
diss
"Going
crazy
in
eyes."
with Duran, I know it all."
I could see
Well-
Tyler Kolek here. This could be a Tyler Kolek or a Baylor.
That
Garland
feels
spot.
like a very Tyler Kolek pick, doesn't it? Milwaukee,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Marquette
could see
kid, bucket
exactly.
getter.
Yeah, that's part of why I mentioned Shireman too, is he played a game up there.
The Milwaukee Bucks war room looks like the worst war room to ever just sit in.
Say that looks miserable.
Do any of those guys have
What's that? What's
conversations
that?
with
What
each
are
other?
those curtains? What are those curtains?
Are they having conversations? I bet you they got like Subway catered.
That dude at the end looked like he was like 18.
Yeah, I was like,
Hi, guys.
wait, how do I get that job?
Yeah,
Jerry the
seriously.
intern, just graduated from Wisconsin.
My God.
Oh, by the way, I'm the GM's son.
Jeremy the intern.
Richard Jefferson's done really good tonight, I gotta say.
I said, yeah,
God.
he's done well. I don't know about the rest of the panel, but I think Jefferson's done well.
Well, he was really funny. I listened to Road Trip in the day. He was like, "Well, I gotta do the draft now because JJ just went and got a new job."
He should be mad at Mike Schmitz too, leaving to go to Portland.
Oh yeah, he did.
I don't know if you guys caught that. I loved on the. It's just funny to me that the Bucks offseason outlook cap space is just none.
The
Not
Lakers
even-
did the same thing. Yeah.
Not even possible. None.
Celtics is going to be like, you got to be kidding me. When they pull up the Celtics.
Now, what is the Celtics luxury tax going to be when all these guys are on
Here-
their
Here's what I heard on the Locked On Celtics pod was that if they take the guy at 30, it's like a $2.5 million salary. After the luxury tax, he would be a $9 or $10 million player. That's how deep in the luxury tax they are.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
Especially if these extensions haven't kicked in, they're going to be getting paid more.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
as long as they're winning titles, the owners seem
That's
like
right.
they're willing to pay it.
Yeah, as long as you're
And
winning
they've got the
titles.
dudes locked in. So
The Celtics luxury tax outlook is just ha ha ha. Just the lack of energy.
We'll never be able to sign a guy
Derek
again.
White,
To look
is
at it
Derek
in
White
the
the only one without an extension yet? Well, Tatum
has
will get his this
year.
offseason for sure.
It
But
sounds like they're both going to sign. It sounds like they've shifted their focus already to Hauser.
who?
Hauser.
So basically, the only guy not coming back is Cornette.
Yeah, of the like top 9, I think so.
What could Hauser demand?
Brissett. I thought Brissett was for sure gone, and then he's talking in his videos today like we're going to do this again next year. I'm like, wait, what? Like,
I thought
please come
he
back.
would have been a
Like, please come
rotation
back.
piece.
Yeah, he definitely could be. I thought he was going to cash like $6-8 million next year, something like that, as a good 16-minute a game guy for somebody. But if he's talking about coming back, I'll gladly take him back.
What about is Pritchard locked into a contract still?
Yeah, I forget exactly how long, but the whole top 8's locked in next year, and I think most of them's locked in the year after that.
I couldn't believe that people thought Reed Shepard was Peyton Pritchard. If the Rockets are taking Peyton Pritchard to 3, they've got problems.
Yeah,
Reed, I love Pritchard.
But Pritchard would go
Reed
like
is better.
12 in this draft.
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
He would.
He would.
That's what I'm saying.
Reed's better. 52%
Also, though,
from 3.
Pritchard
is 100%
Pritchard would put up
on
good
Heat.
numbers on a bad team, I think.
Yeah.
Because every time they're all out and Pritchard plays, he always puts up huge numbers. Like on a bad
Dude,
team. I think he put up-
Tim might remember in our fantasy basketball league, he helped save my season. When the Celtics were going down that stretch of sitting everybody out, I picked him up and played him. He got me through the playoffs.
That's right.
He and I got a random game from Xavier Simpson in there too. Championship week.
Forgot about that. I still gotta get your winnings too.
Oh yeah, I honestly forgot about that too.
Well, you'll get them. Don't worry.
I need we're running that back, right? I'm never gonna have a team like that again.
Yeah. Donnie won the lottery and got Wemby, and he already has Tatum.
Jokic, Halliburton.
Yeah, right. Like, how do you beat that team?
Let me look at. I never hit it on my ESPN fantasy app. Let me see.
All right, here we go. Bucks pick.
Interesting pick.
Oh, I can't see.
Okay.
What?
Huh?
How is he related to Jalen Green?
I mean, he was the number 1 recruit for a little bit in his high school class, but what?
Yeah, I know.
I just another guy I've just never really looked at.
Honestly,
here's-
I didn't look either because I thought I would have an extra day to look at him.
So he was going to go to Texas. Like, he was dead set on going to Texas. Then Chris Beard, everything happened. And he was like, all right, I'm going to reopen my recruitment. This is hindsight. I don't remember this is all correct, but this is what I remember from like reading the boards. And he was like, oh, this Australia theme seems like it'd be really cool. So
That's Tatum's dad's team, the Illawarra Hawks. That's Tatum's dad's the head coach of that team.
Wasn't that LaMelo's team too?
Yeah. But Tatum's dad wasn't the coach at the time, but
Yeah.
I didn't realize his dad was a coach there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
CB
like
also
him.
doesn't know who AJ Johnson is. They don't have a bio written up for him yet.
And honestly, I didn't. When I was looking at Celtics stuff, I didn't really look at him because he's not a great shooter. So I just didn't bother looking.
Yeah, he's an athlete, man. That's all there is to it. It's like
He's as raw as it gets.
he'll play next year. Next year he'll be playing for the Herd a lot.
Why do they keep drafting these kind of guys though? The Hawks have done this multiple years in a row.
This is the Bucks,
Beauchamp.
buddy.
This is the Bucks.
But I'm saying like they're not trying to get like guys
they're
that can
they're
win
not getting,
now.
like,
That makes
yeah.
no sense.
They took Andre Jackson last year. He played some good minutes for him.
Yeah, but that was that a second round pick?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's my bad.
Beauchamp 2 years ago was their first rounder. Did they have a first rounder last year? I'm trying to think.
That's
Because Beauchamp still has.
Or did they trade it for Dame?
No,
Dame
they
happened late in
traded.
the summer.
Yeah,
Dame late in the
that
summer.
was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
late in the summer.
Yeah.
2023 Bucks draft pick. I know they got Chris Livingston with the last pick in the draft, I believe, last year.
I remember reading a Yahoo article about him when he was like 14 or something, calling him the next one. That's crazy.
Yeah, they got Chris Livingston at 58. I think he was the last pick because there was only 58 picks last year.
So just so
That's-
I remember, I have this correct. Neither of these picks are going to the Nets in the trade, correct? The Knicks have both
Right.
these picks.
Yeah, they traded all future.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they might have traded up with these 2 picks. Like,
I thought they were
like
going
pick
to
15.
too. If Tibbs has his way at this pick, they're taking Ryan Dunn.
Yeah.
How many minutes did you play in college? 37. Cool.
Can you play defense? That's all I do, coach. Get him in here.
We already got. So who is? I am curious who's coming off the bench now for the Knicks. What's their starting lineup? Because Bridges
put
is
Hart off
starting.
the bench.
Bridges is starting.
I would take Hart
Brunson,
and put him on the bench.
Brunson.
Randall,
Or-
obviously.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson, probably, because Hartenstein.
Well, they might be trading him.
Do you bench DiVincenzo?
Well,
Probably.
probably Hart and DiVincenzo are coming off the bench. DiVincenzo
Yeah.
already
Deuce-
did come off the bench until.
Yeah. So if you're
Randall-
talking about what was Brunson, Bridges, OG, Randall,
Deuce.
and if they keep Mitch
and
Rob,
then a big man of some sort of center.
They could
sounds
go
like a
big man
great
here.
Eastern Conference Finals team.
It really does.
It really does. Like there's a hint of
No,
sarcasm.
that
there,
team
but
sounds
it really
good to
does.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They're good.
don't forget, Deuce McBride is still on this team.
Cincinnati kid.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of like size left at this point in the draft.
No.
No, there's not. Except for how do you pronounce his name? Pacome Dediet or whatever. The French kid is like a 6'9" shooting guard.
Yeah, but I'm looking more of like front court.
Yeah. Yeah, say there's some backcourt size with him and Keyshawn George still.
One of these
Yeah,
2
this-
picks has to be Tyler Kolek, right?
You would think.
At this point, I don't even know. Is someone going
The
to take?
only real
they're gonna
like
take-
true center I see here is the big man from Marquette, but
I like Iguodaro, but in like the 40s or 50s.
yeah.
I don't know. Would you count Philip Kowski as like a true center?
No.
No, I think he's a 4 at best.
I did too. Yeah, I did too.
I would love him in Boston because you're not going to
Sure.
get a much better player at that spot. But
It's
I just
basically
people
Sam
want
Hauser.
him to be a Horford replacement, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, he's
He can't
basically Sam Hauser.
defend. Yeah. I mean, I let Filipowski's. Yeah, he's a 4, so I wouldn't count him as a front court guy or a center. Obviously, he's a front court guy. What if the Knicks take Collier?
I was thinking about that.
Big, uber talented point guard who he
I
had a lot of
wonder-
playmaker. He still flashed his playmaking at USC this year. The team around him just sucked.
So I wonder with that trade, the
He
Holmes
was
trade.
kicking it out to DJ Rodman for 3.
Do you
Kicking it out to Bronny James for 3.
Do you think Phoenix could take Collier with that 28th pick since they made that trade with Denver for Holmes?
I could see it.
Yeah.
They need a point guard badly. They had no point guard for almost after Nash. They had no point guards. Got Chris Paul for a couple years and then said, "No, we don't need a point guard anymore."
Yeah.
They need another one.
All right, fellas. Sadly, I do have to depart.
All right,
Oh,
brother.
yeah.
Thanks
It's
for
been a
staying
pleasure
out,
hanging
man.
with y'all.
Yeah, it's good
Man,
seeing you.
Knicks just made a trade.
Oh God. Come on.
They just swapped with the Wizards. So now the Knicks have 25 and 26. The Wizards have 24.
Oh,
That's all
okay.
they did. Yeah,
All right.
and I'm sure the Knicks got like a 2038 second rounder.
Top 50.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming to hang out. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you, Jack.
Yeah.
And then there were 3. By the way, we've had like 180 people consistently in the chat tonight, hanging out. Not many people are chatting, but they're watching, so I appreciate it.
Well, I'm telling you, Twitter, I think it's impossible to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
do that.
So we've had it on the Red Show before we could see it. So I think it just depends on if it feels like connecting. Facebook just changed the rules where we can't stream to Facebook anymore.
Yeah, I saw
Really?
that.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Dang.
So, guys, I know we've been like 2 hours, but the Bulls got Matas Buzelis at 11.
That's still the crazy. That's still the good shock of the night.
Yeah.
Like that's
See-
nuts.
Who are the Wizards getting at 24?
I will say the Wizards have a vision with that pick.
The 24th pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Keyshawn George
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely have a vision. Yeah.
They're looking for the future. They're
Yep.
rebuilding again. That's what they're gonna blow up the Kuzma pool era and rebuild again.
Yeah. I mean,
The
do it.
Kuzma pool era.
Just do
If
it.
we can call that an era.
Yeah.
You can call it something.
Yeah. It's an era the same way Grant Williams has an era in Dallas. Like,
Man, that like thing where he's in the locker room, that was so lame.
yeah. That wasn't great.
The Grant Williams Dallas era. Are we gonna look back and remember that in 30 years?
Yeah. Yep. Remember it is. Oh crap. We need
That
PJ
happened.
Washington instead of this clown.
Which is really funny because for a couple of years here, Celtics fans were like, "Man, Grant Williams is a really good role player," and he's
Look. I
I
try
can't
not to
believe-
disparage him because Game 7 against Milwaukee was
He was pretty good.
incredible.
yeah.
But man, he was a pain in the ass by the end.
That's like Cavs fans look at
He
2018.
pissed off Jimmy Butler intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when I was out on him. I'm like, dude, stop talking. Just what are you doing? You're
So the way you talk about Grant Williams is really funny because Cavs fans talk that same way about Jeff Green from 2018 Game 7 against Boston.
you have to bring that up.
He was, you
Uncle
just won the
Jeff.
title, all right? Like, come
Uncle
on.
Jeff.
2018 Jeff Green was something different.
Uncle Jeff showed up for Game 7. That was
game-
about it.
was
That
awesome.
was the second best player on that Cavs team. It felt like
Yeah.
Kevin Love was out, right?
He
For that
played, but
game?
he was there, but he was not.
He was
Played
there,
that
but he
game
was still.
7, He did.
He was like Maxi Cleaver in the finals this year. Though.
So that game,
he
if you
was
go
just
back-
out there,
If you go back and watch that game, it literally looks like 2003's basketball. It's like super ugly. It's very physical. It literally looks like, I mean, the score I think was what, 87-79 was the final.
Yeah.
something low like that. That's why when Tatum dunked on LeBron, I'm like, oh, we might actually have a momentum shift here, and that's all you need. Nope.
And the bear woke up.
Then then Marcus Morris tries to bear hug LeBron, and that was it.
By the way,
I
speaking of-
remember how hyped I was when he made that and one to send. I was when he had made that and one when Marcus
I
Morris.
shut
had
my
it
laptop
back.
when I shut my laptop when he did that. I opened it right back up because I was going to finish watching the game, but I shut my laptop. after
when
that.
he blocked Rozier, like at the rim, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
That's still
I
a
will
painful
say
game.
that might have been a foul.
It definitely was a foul. But foul's also got to be called. So
Yeah. But I remember Tatum was talking on a podcast about that like a couple years ago, and he said, man, that game was disappointing, but we would have gotten beat by Golden State, so maybe it was a good thing.
yeah, I mean, you look at 2018 Finals Game 1, what LeBron did, and they still lose. It's
Maybe
like-
the greatest individual performance I've ever seen. That or Game 7 2016 of LeBron, but that was a crazy effort from LeBron.
He couldn't
that
miss
night.
that game. He was just pulling
Yeah.
up from the logo. Like it was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it was a jump shooting. 2018 LeBron playoffs was the best shooting version of LeBron I've ever seen.
Oh, I say all the time. So Harden wins the MVP that year over him. And I know we can do this every year for his prime, where it's like, well, you could have given him the MVP this year. But
LeBron should have like 12 MVPs.
the only reason James Harden got that MVP was because Chris Paul won it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think there was a little bit of voters like, oh, we gave it to Russ for the triple-double year. Let's give Harden his due.
And Harden probably should have had 2 of them by that point. And he still hadn't had one. Because there is a real case for 2015 Harden to have
For sure.
MVP over Curry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a case for sure.
Like his numbers are way better, and they still had
Yeah.
a really good record. It's not like their record's bad.
It felt a little like Embiid's MVP last year, and then by consequence, Jokic's MVP this year, where it was like, okay, we messed up last year, so we'll get we'll give you yours back. But yeah,
They're gonna draft Ryan Dunn. I feel it now.
I need it. I need it. They want defensive wings. They said it themselves. Woj said it himself. They want defensive wings to try and keep up with the NBA champion Boston Celtics.
How many more defensive wings do they need?
Ryan Dunn.
I'm not gonna lie. The Bridges pickup is like underrated. How good
So
it really
good.
is.
So
That is
good.
such a good pickup. How
yeah,
did you
man.
not
I
know
love
what
the
that?
fit.
I love
I
Mikal
love the
Bridges.
fit. I just hate the price, man. Especially considering he was willing to burn all of the Nets leverage.
Here's
That
why
price
I
is.
don't hate the price though, because if you're a Knicks fan, right, and you have just sat through all this misery, all this time, where it's like you've just waited and waited and waited and waited and waited for a good team.
Yeah.
I don't think I care. Like, if the Bengals had really traded for Justin Jefferson, they'd given up the farm for him.
Oh yeah, if they had given up,
okay,
if they had given up T and what would have become Amarius Mims and the first round next year, I would have been like, okay.
Yeah. So I
Okay,
don't
I'm
blame them at all.
it.
I mean, I get that. Yeah. Justin Jefferson is way better at football than Mikal Bridges is at basketball.
I know. Those are not the same things, but
I mean, I get where you're coming from. I do. I get it.
He is
Like,
the perfect modern NBA winning piece, though.
Like,
he is a great winning piece, and he's on a great contract. I forgot how little Brunson was making. I forget who put it out, but Brunson,
$25 million a year, right?
Yeah, Brunson and Bridges are combined making like less than $43 million next year.
Well, Parker,
That's absurd.
You can attest to this. Everyone always says like the Lakers gave it too much for Anthony Davis. Does the title say otherwise? Yes, it does.
Right.
Yeah, like even though
exactly,
they haven't been the best, like they haven't been as consistent as everybody expected, but like they won a title, so.
Right.
I think
like
I can agree.
It still went a lot better than the Clippers moves they did the same offseason.
Yes.
Or even the Heat, because they won a title. You know what I mean? All those teams.
Does anyone remember the night that the Clippers got Paul George was the night they signed Kawhi the same night, and there was an earthquake in Vegas? I don't think that was ironic.
You also remember the reports early that day came out he was going to the Lakers?
Yep.
Yep.
Which I was mad about at the time because I was like, I don't want a super team where we're just too good. Like I wanted.
No, buddy,
I was
it's
pissed
great.
about that at that time.
Super teams are great.
Yeah, but
highly
the Celtics
recommend.
aren't a super team.
They're a
Because you
super
guys
team
drafted
and that they're
Tatum
a team,
and Brown.
and that
Yeah.
they're a team. Like
Yeah, but you guys drafted Tatum and Brown. Like when you draft the guy, I don't consider that. You know what I mean? Like those two were drafted by Celtics. That's an interesting pick as well. I don't know if you saw it yet.
I don't really know anything about him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
I kind of wanted him at 30.
This is a great
He's a
pick.
great developmental guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, no. If you're gonna trade all those picks for Mikal Bridges, I like getting George and this guy. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm not gonna butcher it that bad.
No, George was the Wizards. That's the Wizards.
Oh, right. That's the Wizards pick.
So they have
right,
this pick's going to the Knicks. Yeah.
That's right. That's my bad. I hate the way the NBA does this.
I know they act like it's like a secret. Like the trade's
I'm
really like this dude as a developmental guy. If you're going to trade all those picks, he's a great guy to just let sit on the bench for a couple years. Maybe you get him in the G League for a little bit and work with him there. If you're going to trade away all those picks, I think this is a smart move.
Guys, this has been so fun. I'm kind of sad we only have like 4 picks left.
I know. I wish the second round was on tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too.
Because I'd be down to talk second round picks right now.
Oh yeah,
in a heartbeat.
I love talking about those dudes.
This might be too long to put as a podcast recording. I don't know. They might get mad at me.
What? It's only gonna be like
no one's gonna
3
listen
hours and
to the
20
whole
minutes.
thing.
Like
yeah,
yeah, it'll be like
2-parter. Got your 2-parter.
Yeah, when they got to do ad placements, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you guys. So, all right, 6'7" wing. Looks like he's got a nice clip.
He's
behind it.
He's got a good shot. Yeah, I think he shot 30.
This is just like
wait, I might be misremembering.
Good driving dish guy. Okay.
This just feels like I'm watching the draft in like 2014, and the Spurs just took him at 28.
Right.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Like I actually did want him at 30 if it got to that, but yeah, no. Where did he go? Stupid tankathon.
So let's see what the Knicks are doing here.
Okay, he was a 36% three-point shooter, or
35.8.
35.8. But yeah, no, for his age, and I guess he went through a big growth spurt too. So
I think all 4 of these guys might actually be on the French international team too in the Olympics. That's what's going to be difficult for Team USA with the FIBA rules, where you can knock the ball off the rim. Having Gobert and Wembanyama. Yeah, that's not going to be very fun.
Yeah. Dude, Wemby's just gonna don't even want to deal with that.
Here's so Team USA starting 5. You had to guess right now. It's hard because Tatum's
Drew
probably gonna
Holiday,
go off the bench.
Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford.
How is Brown not on the Olympic team? Is a real.
That's what I don't know. And they're talking
Yeah.
about a potential replacement for Kawhi being Derek White.
Yeah, why is Brown not the replacement? Because Brown is a two-way player as well. Like he defends at a really high level.
And he's won a gold
Yeah.
medal. He's done it before.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah,
I mean, your real answer though, I'm really not sure. I haven't thought too much.
It's
about
hard,
it.
dude.
LeBron, Curry, Durant are going to start.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, those are locked. Yeah.
I think Embiid starts. I mean, you could
I keep
obviously
forgetting.
just go.
I keep forgetting he's USA. I keep forgetting he's USA.
You
It's
could
gonna
honestly
fluctuate
just go.
too.
You could honestly just go a freakish lineup and start Anthony Davis, Embiid, LeBron, Curry, and Durant, and just like nobody's
like,
gonna
all
get
the
past
sides.
them. Yeah,
That's how you counteract France.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That might be the France.
Well, that's what
lineup.
I'm saying. Is like they're gonna start. They're probably gonna move the rotation around. Like when they play France, Davis and Embiid might start that game.
Probably.
Honestly, I would love it because
Yeah, who
Davis
starts?
before,
Who starts, Embiid or Davis? I mean, Embiid's
Embiid.
obviously the better
would
player,
start
but like,
I'm gonna start Davis. I think
My earpiece fell out. I can't find my remote.
just because Embiid has had all the injury issues. Is he gonna be in enough shape to do that? Like,
yeah,
that's my worry with it. If he's in shape and good to go, Embiid 100%.
I still don't understand like the rules. Like, I don't get how Embiid's allowed to play for the U.S. I'm not complaining,
Yeah.
but like, I still don't get it.
He's dual citizenship.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's like Hakeem played in the '96 team because he was dual citizen.
Oh, okay. Right. I forgot about that. That's literally before my time. But
Buddy, that '96 team, that '96 Olympic team, I freaking love that team. I had their poster on my wall. They were disgusting.
Did Jordan play on the '96 team?
No, that was the first year he didn't play. When they
Yeah, I
started
mean, I
all
know
girls.
'92 was the dream team, but I'm just trying to think who was on the '96 team.
Penny, Shaq, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Reggie Miller, Mitch Richmond.
Oh, I know what team this is because I know the uniforms.
The best USA jersey. I have the Penny one in my closet.
Yeah.
Actually.
oh, though. Okay. Yeah.
I
Okay.
know the uniforms. Let me see.
Yeah.
Best US uniforms of all time.
Was there like a red jersey?
There was a red, white, and blue. I have the blue Penny Hardaway with the red trim. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
no,
got a
these are
second.
them. Yeah, those are sick.
Yeah. 3 hours into an NBA draft podcast, we're up to Team USA throwback jerseys. Love
Those
it.
are sick. The women's
They are
ones
sick.
are cool too.
Yeah. I like the ones they're doing. Yeah, I like the one the women's are doing this year. Yes. Yep.
Favorite. Freaking love this jersey. I wear it every 4th of July.
Did you guys just hear that trade?
No, what was
No.
what was the official details?
Knicks just traded pick 26 to the Thunder. The pick from the Wizards that went to the Knicks is now headed to the Thunder.
Okay.
That's gonna be a fun Wikipedia entry.
It's like you know that scene in The Hangover when Zach Galifianakis has all the numbers going around his head with the black
Yeah.
table?
Wait,
Yeah.
this is who the Thunder traded up for?
Dang, bro, you're ahead.
26th pick in the 2024 NBA draft. The Washington Wizards select Dylan
Man,
Jones from
I don't-
Michigan State
Eh.
University.
This is a bad
I
draft.
I am high on Dylan Jones. I love Dylan Jones. Not at 26,
Yeah, that's what
but
I'm
I
saying.
think he's a great sleeper pick.
Nah, I know a decent bit about him. I watch stuff on him. I will
I
say,
love Dylan Jones.
little
game.
concerning to me, conditioning. He's a little tubby for an NFL or an NBA draft. Like he's not the most chiseled physique for an
No,
NBA
he's
first
not.
round pick. He's
not.
giving Deion Waiter physique vibes right now.
Champ cheese.
Yeah.
Hey, with Deion Waiter's shot, he's a lottery pick in this draft.
True that.
Deion Waiters was what, the 4th pick?
Yep.
Yeah.
But he was not nearly as big in college. He gained that weight as he.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
dude.
definitely did.
It's so funny because LeBron hated him when they played together in Cleveland, but when the Lakers needed people for the bubble, he was like, "What do you think about getting Deion Waiters?"
I know. J.R. Smith maybe ruined the greatest moment of LeBron's career, but that's his guy, so he's like, JR.
Yeah, I always laugh about that. So, Donnie, I always make the joke when you talk about the bubble Lakers championship. When they finally got the trophy, the first person to hold it is J.R. Smith. If you go back and watch the clip when they're awarded the championship, J.R.
Oof.
Smith's the first one to hold the trophy.
Yikes. Yikes. Yeah,
An
no.
iconic moment in NBA history.
I mean, the Rondo clip where he's like drinking champagne in the middle of the court and his son sitting with him is like an all-timer.
That's a great
Well,
picture.
In like 20 years, the bubble, like, you know how they'll show like pictures of players like on Instagram you don't remember them playing for? The players from the 2020-21 season are going to be so funny because that was more random than the bubble. The bubble was mostly normal players. They just like added a couple here and there.
Yeah,
but like
Joe
Johnson on the Celtics in 2021 at age 41.
Yeah.
Yep.
That might have been the biggest issue.
Isaiah Thomas on like 5 teams.
Yeah, the Lakers, the Wizards, the Mavericks, and the Hornets, I think.
Yeah.
Gosh, there were a lot. Darren Collison on the Lakers.
Hell, Jaron Cumberland playing
on the
minutes.
Blazers. Trey Scott on the Cavs.
One game. Trey Scott on the Cavs.
Yeah, because Trey Scott got a game ball for Cleveland.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to think of. There were more random people.
There was a ton, dude. It was
yeah, we could have another 3 hours sitting talking about this.
You remember the Wizards had that stretch where games I think they had like 12 games in a row that got postponed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, at some point, when are you guys just gonna tweet that the Wizards are gonna play instead of like this game has been pushed back again?
God, that was such a weird time.
Wizards are just the most random organization to ever exist.
They really are.
Being a Wizards fan just sounds miserable.
Yeah.
And watch them have a surprisingly good year next year, and then they like jump out of the top 10 and miss out on all this top talent, and then they immediately regress back to the mean the year after that. And miss out on the top of next year's draft.
This is probably my funniest take, truthfully. I still think Jordan Poole is going to be a productive player at some point again. I still do.
Courtside. That's all he needs.
Yeah, that. I don't know. Like, I just think the talent's there. Like, you watch him sometimes, he drops a easy 30-piece, and it's like, how does he not do that consistently now since he joined the Wizards? Yeah. But I still think he could be a very productive, like, 6-man spark plug scorer off the bench. I definitely think that. It's just he's the number one option. So it's like...
No. Jordan Poole is a number one option. It's hilarious, but it's not a winning recipe.
That's the truth of that, man.
Yeah, because Kuzma at least puts up good numbers and efficient numbers. He's just on a bad team, but...
Yeah. And refused to go to the team that made the NBA Finals.
Kuzma literally could have averaged 20 on that Mavericks team. He could have averaged 20 on an NBA Finals.
He would have been in the PJ Washington role, yeah.
But a lot better than PJ Washington as a scorer, 100%. Kuzma can score.
But would he have gone 100% on corner threes against the Thunder? That is the question that we need to ask.
Any other series, you would have rather had Kuzma.
Oh, for sure. For sure. In the finals, you would have so much rather had Kuzma. You needed somebody else to create in that series.
NBA champion.
Kuzma's over here. He's over here tweeting about the Wizards' new pickups.
But remember when the Wizards?
It's just so funny that he's the face of their franchise. That's so funny.
Remember when the Wizards had like 6? I mean, when the Pistons had the Wizards had like 6 wins, and he was tweeting about the Pistons, like no one wants to be the team to lose at the Pistons.
Yeah, the Pistons had like 4, and they had 6.
Yeah,
and then they almost went on the same length losing streak.
They went on like an 18-gamer or something.
Yeah. Dude, I remember when Boston was down 20+ at half to that Pistons team.
I remember
the whole timeline was tuned in like it was Game 7 of the finals.
I watched that game.
I tuned in too.
I took Pistons money line that game actually. I threw like a quick like $15 on it. They were like plus 2,000. And I was like, I was watching, sweating my ass off. I was like, come on.
Dude, I made plans for that night because I'm like, oh, it's the Pistons, whatever. Like, I don't need to watch this game. I don't need to stay home and watch this game. I get back like right at half, and I'm like, wait, what?
Wow.
Like they didn't glitch the scores or something. Scores aren't switched.
Minnesota's won the draft, in my opinion.
27th pick.
So they got Dillingham and
The Minnesota Timberwolves select Terrence Shannon.
Oh,
that's a yep.
Illinois.
I like that.
that's a great pick.
Dude, they're uber athletic on the wing now. Like that's crazy athleticism. And then you have
It's a
Kyle Anderson.
Kid's a
If
problem.
he comes back. He's a great athlete. Yeah. He would have been an All-American this year.
My bold prediction is Terrence Shannon's in the dunk contest next year.
Give me that. Yes. I want to see that.
Yeah,
Dude, he could pull off some crazy stuff.
dude, he's so good.
Agreed.
Where was he before this? Texas Tech? Is that where he was?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
he was
right.
a part of that weird mass exodus or whatever they had.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Was that like post Chris Beard?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was when all the rumors were going around his replacement. All the crazy rumors.
He also just beat a case that was just completely fake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. So we
Yeah.
got Phoenix here at 28.
Honestly, they need to go with Collier. I don't
Yeah.
see a better combination of talent and fit.
I think you're right. Only
They-
3
yeah,
picks
they-
left. We marathon this tonight, boys.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
So we marathon this tonight. I'm at the point where I'm like leaning against my couch because I'm like,
How
okay.
late? How late does the draft usually last, though?
Well, they
Well-
usually started early. They started it earlier when it
Yeah.
was when it was
What
both
time they
rounds.
start? 7? Because the second round only takes like an hour and a half. Probably.
Yeah, because it's like 2 minutes between picks, and half the teams are selling them anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be a Tyler Kolek spot too.
The fact that that kid might fall to the second round is very
Yeah,
shocking.
because they need backup point guard position bad.
They need a lot.
Oh, this is on its way to
Kolek
Phoenix.
Boston.
This pick's on its way to Phoenix.
I know.
Give me
Yeah, this is
Tyler.
the Deron home swap.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Give me Kolek in Boston, please and thank you.
Oh god, that would be ridiculous.
Honestly, at this point, I'm a trade back. Unless you really believe in unless you super believe in one of the dudes left, trade back. Like there's just a lot
Let
of
me
good
hear your
options. You
thoughts
trade
on
back
this.
a few spots.
2024 NBA draft. The Denver Nuggets select Ryan Dunn from the University
I
of
hate that
California.
pick.
Yeah, not what they
Really?
need.
They desperately need a point guard.
Yeah, they need somebody because they've got what? Do they? They're gonna go down with Bradley Beal at point, really?
That's so Phoenix. Isaiah Thomas is signing back. He's going to be their starting point guard next year.
I will say he should have gotten a shot in the playoffs.
Yeah, what other choice?
It couldn't have gotten any worse.
Right, I agree.
For real.
He should have gotten a shot. And if he can guard anybody in the NBA, he could guard Mike Conley. like Mike Conley's good, but I'm saying size-wise, it's not that big a mismatch there.
No, and dude, the Mavericks were hunting Conley. Like he was there every time down the floor they wanted to go against Conley. He's just lost steps, and that's a guy you can guard if you're that small.
Yeah. I mean, Isaiah Thomas is going to have the weirdest basketball reference page of all time.
Yeah, he is.
Randomly 30 points a game. 2-time All-Star.
Dude,
2-time All-NBA.
Dude, his game against the Wizards forever.
Was he first-time All-NBA? Or was he first-team All-NBA?
I think he's
I don't-
second.
I think he was second. Because I remember Celtics fans trying to troll Knicks fans kept talking about, oh, yeah, this Brunson season's just like Isaiah Thomas.
It's like, you're wrong.
Even down to the second team.
Took him. Well, Isaiah Thomas took him to the conference finals.
True that.
Yeah. And he did it through the injury. Brunson couldn't even come back from the broken. It's just a broken hand. What does a point guard need with a right hand? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Fight through it. You don't need your right hand as a point guard.
I mean, the Cavaliers kind of messed up his career. They brought him back way too fast. And
Yeah,
They
he wasn't
definitely
the same
did. They
player.
definitely did.
He should have just not played that season.
Yeah.
And then
Agreed.
how much money would Isaiah Thomas have gotten in free agency still that summer if he didn't play? Probably a lot more than the minimum. If he just didn't play, I bet you he still would have gotten $20 million a year or something.
Oh
Maybe
yeah, he
not
still would have
that,
gotten something. Yeah, he would have. It wouldn't have been the Brinks truck, but it would have been a nice amount.
It would have been like comparable, like at that time, to like what Brunson got from the Knicks originally. Now Brunson now would get the Brinks truck, obviously.
Yeah, dude, he's on such a great contract.
Do you guys think the Anunoby contract is just ridiculous?
It is, but I
Yeah.
don't necessarily mind the Knicks doing what they had to do to keep their guy either.
I agree.
Yeah, I think they had to do it. Yeah, they didn't really
But
have
the
a choice.
price is just insane for OG Anunoby.
Yeah, I agree. But when he was healthy and on the floor, they were a top 3 team in net rating, something crazy.
They
And that's without Mike
1,000%.
Hale.
They 1,000% make the Eastern Conference Finals if he plays.
Yeah,
That's
I agree.
They make it.
And Brunson
if
never
Randall's
gets hurt
healthy,
because they
like-
close it out in 5 or 6, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
agree, yeah.
I really liked what the Pacers did this year. I thought that they were, they thought it was a really fun team, but yeah, they weren't better.
Maybe the best value pick of the draft so far. Maybe more than Buzelis or Connect. For
Is it
how,
Collier?
I think at 29, that's one of the best values, I think.
Ooh,
I think he has star potential.
Yeah, that's
a good pick. I like him backing
Yeah.
up Keontae George.
He'll take that starting spot.
Especially because it
opinion.
looks like Sexton's gonna be gone.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting two-headed monster in the backcourt.
I'm a big Keontae George guy, so
I like Keontae George. I do.
I do too.
I just Collier, man. I don't know. I might be hanging on a little too much to his high school height, but I think he's gonna outperform.
I
the
did that
slot
many
significantly.
times. James
I'm not gonna
Wiseman.
lie.
It's just with him, it feels like it feels a little like Caitlin Clark now, where the teammates just weren't stepping up for the assists, and if you weren't watching the tape closely, you were going to look at the numbers, and the numbers weren't there because of stuff like that.
The high school hype, though, leads you right more than it leads you wrong, I feel like, honestly. Truthfully.
Yeah,
A lot of
I
those guys that
Yeah.
were top high school recruits and don't have a great year usually still end up being good.
Sometimes I've been burned by Romeo Langford.
Billy Preston.
Yeah.
Oh man, Billy Preston. He did me wrong.
Wiseman, though,
I think it
that
depends
because
on
Wiseman
why.
was awesome when he played.
Who's
It
that?
depends on why it went wrong.
Wiseman, he was awesome when he actually played at Memphis. The few games, he was awesome.
2 games.
That's true, but I think if he had played more, he probably would have been exposed because when he could just go, he was fantastic. Just let the athleticism take over and go. But when he had to think,
I was sitting next
he
to
probably
Donnie.
needed those college experience.
I was sitting next to Donnie in the Xavier media room when the news broke that he was getting suspended. And they were playing Detroit. Memphis was playing Detroit Mercy that night, and he had like 9 blocks. He was pissed off at the world.
Yeah,
I was like,
he
all right,
was.
this dude still got it.
Yeah, we got back in the room. And it's like, well, he's still going top 3.
I have a question. What's the biggest draft slide you guys can remember seeing?
Ooh, maybe Deontay Murray is one of them.
So I know the player did not end up, but where they were projected. Bol.
That was my answer, Tim. That's why I said that. Bol was a projected. What was he projected the day
Before
of the
he
draft?
got hurt?
He was a top 3 pick.
He was a top 3 pick, and then he slipped to like the lottery after his injury. So here's the thing that's so funny is Denver ends up with him.
Wasn't he invited to the?
He was in the green.
He was
room.
in the green room, yeah.
And he was picked 41, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens to him if the Heat keep that pick and don't sell it to the Nuggets?
That's a good question.
Maybe he's a superstar.
He might be.
He's still like weirdly productive though. When he plays, he's good. I don't know why he doesn't get more minutes ever.
He's like he's really funny because everyone like trades for him in 2K. He's like a 2K god.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Really curious to see what Boston does here, Donnie.
I'm still betting they're trying to trade it. But if they stick and pick, I would love somebody like Furfier Filipowski. Like, just get me a bigger body with potential. and somebody who, yeah, I'd be okay with either. I would prefer a guy who's ready tomorrow, but odds are that's not going to happen in that rotation. So if you want to take Johnny Furphy and let him develop, go for it.
Yeah,
if you want to take Baylor
Furphy's still
Shireman
there.
or Kyle Filipowski and get a bigger body on the wing, maybe tomorrow in case Hauser has injury issues, go for it. Honestly, there's not a lot they could do here that would be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Also, though, this is why
Juan Nunez, I just saw his name pop up. That would be terrible. That would be awful.
This is why the NBA draft being 2 days sucks, though. These guys that don't get picked are just sitting in the green room and have to come back tomorrow. That sucks.
Yeah. Say, wasn't Furphy a green room? Filipowski? Weren't they both green room?
Oh, Filipowski still is on the board. Damn.
Yeah, that's why I would like him. Oh, they're picking.
That's kind of a, hey, Donnie, that's also like a poor man's Porzingis when he's hurt. Like it's like a way worse Porzingis.
Tingus Pingus.
Dude. Hey, Ringus Kingus. Get it right.
Yeah, Furphy and Filipowski were green room. Was Kolek a green room guy?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he was.
Tyler Smith, that's Tim's guy.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I would love Tyler Smith here too. I thought they were going to trade it.
So you want high potential guy here for later years?
A high potential big dude. Like I would have loved Collier, and I would be fine with Kolek, but I would prefer like a bigger wing or a big man here, because Pritchard's still under contract another couple years after this. Like I think he's still got 3 years. Has he got 2 or 3 years?
So apparently, I read today from Amico, the Cavs are trying to get a second-round pick. The rumor is they really want Enrique Freeman from Akron.
That'd be cool.
That'd
be a cool story.
Like him a lot.
Okay, Pritchard's under contract until 2028. At less than he's going to be 6.6 mil next year, 7.2, 7.7, and 8.3. Okay. Yeah, I don't need a guard.
Yeah, I think you're set there for a little while.
Yeah. So yeah, just give me a wing, because Hauser, I don't know if they'll be able to afford his extension, and Brissett might not be back. Wing would be cool. Horford's getting toward retirement, I think. And Porzingis, you just need some depth. So give me either.
What's Horford's contract? I mean,
he's next year at like $9 million, and that's it.
Well, that's a bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bargain for him.
They got some bargain contracts. Hauser's going to make like $2 million next year. He's on a team option. Pritchard, like I just said, he's making less than $7 million next year. Horford's making less than 10. Meanwhile, Drew, White, Jalen, Jason, and Porzingis are all maxed out.
Here it is, last pick.
I like it, Donnie.
Give me that.
Oh, that's a good pick.
You can't see Pritchard, Hauser, and Shireman. They're literally making their bench the 80 Celtics. The whole white bench.
Yes. Pritchard is Danny Ainge.
Yeah. There's Danny Ainge.
Wow.
Hauser's Bird off the bench.
Yep. Hauser's Bird off the bench.
I will say, Hauser has a flamethrower. Seriously, he could destroy.
Yeah. He was going to break the record for threes in the game until he came down on that ankle against the Wizards.
Yeah, I watched that game, actually.
I really like this pickup. I was kind of hoping he'd fall this far, but I saw him get mocked to Minnesota a ton. Oh, we saw Davion McKnight get cooked.
I was at that game. I worked that game. I talked to him post-game, actually. He walked by me. I was like, that's one huge human being. Dude.
Yeah, he's big. Dude, I will never have a basketball players are so much bigger than you moment. I remember after, I forget which NIT game it has to have been Toledo, because that was the only one that Hankins played in. But I think, Tim, you and me were sitting next to Adam in the front row, and he came over to look at the stat sheet. And it's like, I just looked up and it's like, Hankins is every bit of a 7-footer. Like, what? Like, I'm craning my neck to see your face, man. Like, this is crazy.
I think it was for me, it was the first year I worked Georgetown, and Patrick Ewing, even at 60, comes in the media room, and you're like, that is a giant human being.
Yeah.
That's how I thought about Mike.
Dude. Yeah. Just massive, massive human beings.
Well, fellas, we did this. This was fun.
Yeah, I'm gassed. I'm tired.
Me too.
Yeah. Whew.
All right, so final thing before we get out of here. Favorite picks, least favorite picks.
Baylor
Although-
Shireman, number 1 pick value for sure.
It's a good pick.
Okay. Sorry.
That's a good pick.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna go Matas. I thought Matas was a steal.
I think that's the clear winner to me.
Yeah, and then like all of us, I really hate the Tijan Salon pick. I
Is
hope the
that
kid
you-
does well. I just don't
And
think
it-
it was where I would have taken him.
And we've been clear. Like, if he had gone to a different situation, I would love that pick.
Yeah.
Like, if he had gone like to Memphis, I would love that pick.
Who?
Salon.
Salon.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
If he had gone to San Antonio, even, I would love that pick. But yeah, no, I just don't trust Charlotte to develop him.
Yeah, I just feel like he's not going to develop on Charlotte. I agree. I would go favorite. I'll be different here. The Timberwolves, honestly, I like their 2 moves they made in the first round.
Yeah, they're great
I
picks.
loved them
Rob
getting
Dillingham
Dillingham.
and Terrence Shannon Jr. Both guys
Yeah.
can help you immediately off the bench. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, Dillingham's also already shown he can play. Both of these guys can play off the ball, too. Like, they can play off of each other for sure. Both showed that in college playing with ball-dominant guards on their team with them. There was 2 of
Yeah.
them for each team. And then, I mean, honestly, not even trying to be biased. I mean, Dalton Connect to the Lakers is a steal for the Lakers.
Oh, it is.
Deal.
That's up there too.
Yeah,
I'll go a little.
he was projected top 10 in most mocks I was seeing towards the end of the.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go to Charlotte.
I did too.
I did too. At 6.
Yeah, I'll throw out another one I really like. It's kind of obvious, but Stephon Castle is just an amazing fit in San
Yeah,
Antonio.
love it.
Like that. Like that's perfect. Just
I
perfect.
want also just so we can rewatch this in 5 years. Who of the top 5 picks? Should we do top 5? Who of the top 5 picks has the biggest bust potential? Like, won't even be good at all.
Risache.
Are we talking about like relative to what we expect of them, or like historical implications? Because Risache is not a number 1 pick in almost any other draft.
No, just based off your historically for that draft position, not off this year, because we know likely
Yeah, Risache.
none of these guys are really going to live up to their hype. Live up to the position.
I think in
Yeah.
the guys who are taking the top 5, I mean,
I
think
feel
Lee
like
Shepard's your best
I-
bet.
Yeah. Honestly, I like 2, 3, and 4. I just don't know how high the ceiling is for any of them. You know.
I love Ron Holland. I don't know if I would have taken him 5th, but
I
Yeah.
love Ron Holland, man. I'm a big Ron Holland fan.
Well, like I said with Shepard,
I love the swing. I just love the swing more than
Yeah.
anything.
I agree.
I don't think Shepard really has high potential to like be a bust, but like I just don't really think he's going to be an all-star either. To be
Yeah,
honest,
I think his floor is just sniper off the bench for 10 years.
I've always
and
said his
then
floor is like
ceiling
Peyton
is
Pritchard.
like
That's what his floor is. In my
yeah,
yeah, but I think
Yeah.
his ceiling's Mark Price.
Yeah, agreed.
yeah, exactly. So
He'll probably
It's a
end up
safe
being
pick.
somewhere in between, so he'll be like
That's a very big gap.
it's a super big gap. But either way, you're getting an NBA player for probably a decade.
You know who else had a really nice draft? Utah. Cody Williams and Isaiah Collier.
yeah,
he definitely
they
took
did.
some swings on talent.
Yeah, they have talent-wise. That's an elite draft because those 2 guys could end up being top 10 players from this draft, but they also could be busts and not be good. At
Yeah.
all.
Cody Williams just needs to get stronger. If he just gets stronger, it'll solve a lot of his problems. Because he was a great finisher at the rim this year.
I think,
Imagine what that looks like with another 20 pounds.
His numbers did get like really way worse as the season went on. Like as
Yeah.
Colorado started playing well, his minutes
Yeah.
went down, his performance, his stats went down.
Exactly.
Like if you look
Yeah,
at his numbers early in the year, he was averaging like 15, and then I
Yeah.
think he ended like averaging like 11 or 12, like his final numbers. So like he really
Uh,
started to slow down at the end of the year.
And that's where I'm talking about the muscle too. Like that probably doesn't happen if he's just stronger. He's not getting pushed around as much. He's not having to work as hard.
Yeah, because he was dominating non-conference, and remember he was considered maybe the number 1 pick. You guys remember when he was the number 1 pick?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that did not end up happening whatsoever.
No.
Does if you had to guess now, obviously we got Summer League, we got a lot of time coming up. Does Dawn Connect have over under 2 30-point games this year coming up? I think I'm taking the over. I think he's just gonna have these like 2 sniper games.
So
off
what's the
bench.
line? Is the line 2.5 or 1.5?
1.5.
Oh, I'll go 2. I'll go 2. Yeah, I was kind of
Yeah.
teetering on that, but yeah, because I think he should. Yeah, like you said, he's just gonna have, like you said, he's just gonna have a couple of games where he goes sniper mode.
Yeah,
and he's just gonna knock down everything.
Yeah, that was the most JJ Redick. JJ Redick has to be hyped. Like if I'm the Lakers right
you
now,
saw him in the thing. Yeah, you saw him in the
Yeah.
Warriors.
You think
In his
LeBron watching
sweatpants.
the draft was kind of like, I like that pick?
Oh, I'm
'Cause
sure
you know
he was.
LeBron
I hope
knows
so,
all.
yeah.
LeBron is a junkie. Like he knows these guys. So you
LeBron
think he
probably
was kinda
called
like,
him. I
He
bet
hates
LeBron
watching
texted
college
him.
ball, though.
LeBron probably texted was like, "When you catch the ball, do you like to feel the seams, or do you just want
Yeah.
you want to?"
Yeah.
Well, 'cause did you see what they're saying? He's going to sign a 3-year max now,
So,
and then just play it out.
yeah,
I can see that.
So he's going to be 43, making $60 million a year.
yeah.
Would that take him to when Bryce gets drafted, or is that like a year or two?
Around $43 million or $60 million at 43, then pay Damian Lillard $60 million at 38. Like, so-
Right. So Sydney here,
Yeah.
she says, "I'm so happy Duran got drafted, being Duran Holmes. I think that
Another
Nuggets
one of my
fit
favorite picks.
an awesome,
Yeah, that's an awesome
Another
pick.
one of my favorite
He
picks.
can
That's a
play that-
fantastic fit.
He'll be awesome in that dunker spot, like that Aaron
Exactly.
Gordon runs off the bench. He'll be awesome in
Yeah.
that
He'll
spot.
be better, way better DeAndre Jordan for that team."
And he's used to being a focal point somewhat. So if they need to spell Jokic with him in there, he could handle that a little bit.
I mean, the whole Nuggets, like, if they're going to win the title next year, I mean, to be honest with you, if they got past the Timberwolves, they still might have won the title. I don't know.
They might, yeah. I could. I mean,
I know
I'm
you
with
didn't
that
want to face
because
the Nuggets because I wouldn't have wanted to face them if I was.
I wouldn't have wanted to. I mean, both the regular season games were close, but we also had Porzingis. Like, if Porzingis wasn't healthy, the Nuggets are winning that. Like, and I'm not even sure how many games it goes. But if Porzingis stays healthy, yeah, that series probably goes 6-7, easy.
Yeah, and
Holmes, yeah, Holmes probably helps them get back there.
Yeah, because I was going to say for them, it's just strictly up to the development of Holmes, Peyton Watson, and Christian Braun. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I was to say my worry is KCP with them.
I think he's opting out. I think he's gonna have a better market.
He's going to get paid. He needs
exactly.
to now too because I think he's 31. So
You
like
know
the more
what?
you wait, age
Exactly.
wise.
Yeah.
You know where he'd be awesome
Exactly.
next
And-
year?
And you're in the
Exactly.
middle of your prime at 31. That's right smack in the
Yeah,
middle.
you're like the last couple years there.
Dude, imagine he goes to Cleveland. That starting five is unstoppable.
Yeah, no, they need shooting bad. Cleveland
Yeah.
doesn't
They
need
do.
shooting.
Need floor spacers for sure.
You need floor spacing from that fifth starter because
Yeah, I love
Okoro
Max
looked like-
Strus, but I'd probably much rather have KCP.
And I mean, Okoro looked like he could shoot in the regular season, and then playoff time came
Right.
around, and it was just Isaac Okoro from the last couple of years in big spots.
Yeah. Well, I think we should probably go ahead and end this before we go
I was
on way
about-
too long.
I was going to
Yeah.
say real quick, KCP on the Mavericks would be a good pickup too.
Yeah, it would be a really good
Mavericks
fit.
somehow.
Yeah,
to
they're
replace,
losing.
like Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah,
in
say
the lineup.
yeah, replace him.
Well, dudes, this is awesome. I'm really glad we did this. Thanks for hanging out for 3.5 hours.
Yes,
Donnie,
sir.
thanks for jumping on a whim.
Yeah, always happy to talk draft.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, we won't be back tomorrow because that would be forever and a day as well. But we'll keep an eye out. So,
We might have to go live for a few minutes just to watch Bronny.
yeah,
Yeah.
We honestly should.
wouldn't hate it.
He'll spend his first of the 45 days up on opening night to play with LeBron and the rest of them down in the G League.
That's all right. That's all right. All right, fellas. Well, we all appreciate you. Have a good night, and thanks for hanging out with us, everybody.
See you guys.
But